Flyin Ryan, and you're watching the Game Changer World Podcast. Welcome to Game Changer World. John, how you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing great now that, thanks to Frankie, we had Flyin Ryan open the show for us. How you feel about that? Is that's the first time you've seen that? Yes, no?
I saw the one that you sent me online, but yeah, I was glad we were able to smoothly intertwine it with our intro video like you did. That was good. That was nice and smooth, man.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. Since we're just getting started with chat, welcome to Clown, Matt Efren Brown, my pug face, William Bruno, good to see you, not getting kicked out of here tonight. Ishmael, good to see you. Danny Miller, let's see, what else do we have here? Edison Torres, Screwball, West Coast correspondent, nice to see you as always. Pete Rocks, Reed Harris Cooper, Crow Fairy Tale, welcome to all of you. Again, like always, chat is fantastic. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. We'll make sure that we try to keep as much chat rolling on the screen a little bit for everyone. This is your show. We're going to have a fantastic night. Let me get this little stuff out of the way here, and I think we can start working forward. Is there anything you wanted to say before we get into our little...
No, we got a busy night tonight, and we're going to be trying some new things out. Got some exciting news to drop about next week's show, and yeah, we got a nice busy night, so let's roll right into it.
What's up, Abel? All right. So if you have the chance, please like and subscribe, hit the bell and leave a comment. Super chats are available if you want to donate. A sincere thanks to those who have. Thank you so much for choosing to spend your time with us tonight. Sit down and relax. You're amongst friends. We're going deep into the night as we have a lot to cover. GCW was in Orlando, Florida on Saturday, and JCW was in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey on Sunday. But first, I'd have to happily say we have a new segment on the show where we're going to all just watch a wrestling match together. B and I will discuss the action as we see it, and others can jump in on chat at any time. So tonight, we're going to take you back to August 8th, 2018. We selected the finals from the Nick Gage Invitational 3 from Villa Park, Illinois. Now, a little bit of history here. This match was put together at the last minute. Jimmy Lloyd beat Schlack in the first round to advance, but was severely injured when an exploding glass tube bundle cut his hand. Now, after putting heads together, the answer was a highly controversial one that ended up being a surprise hit. A four-way elimination, no-rope barbed wire match. The participants were Masashi Takeda, Isami Kodaka, Nick Gage, and the late Marcus Crane. B and I both, I'll speak on behalf of him here. I want to say thanks again to Brett for allowing us to start showing these matches. And also thank you to the fans. As promised, your voice was heard. So, B, are we ready to get started with our match of the night?
Yeah, real fast, TJ. I got a whole week still, man. John's just in the mood. He's here early. He's ready for it. I got another week to bring out the festivities. Now, I'm not promising anything next week, but geez, give me a little weekend, man.
This is me. B knows that. A lot of the listeners know, like, if I can, I'm going to jump on it. Like, this is my holiday. I'm going to do it. My camera is out of focus. Let's see here. Oh, that's much better. I don't know
if it was that or your glasses there.
Probably both. So let's see here. So, yeah, everyone sit back and relax. This is the main event of NGI 3 from Villa Park, Illinois.
What festive sweater? We talking about the GCW ugly sweater here, TJ, real fast? Like, if so, I gotta hit up Poo Poo for that one. Yeah, I got the match ready here, and yeah, let's do this.
I'll tell you what, this is my new tie-dye. My wife made me. I like it. It's if everybody likes purple or a little bit of blue.
I'm in the festive. That? I got the doctor in the house.
Oh, yeah.
At the red.
All right, so I'll switch us over. There we go. And yeah, let's kind of just roll on it and see what we find, bud.
And real fast too, guys.
Thank
I know
you.
the sound might be a little low. That's kind of, we're keeping it low so that way you could kind of still hear us talk about it and everything. So don't heckle us too much here on the sound.
And this is our first time, so if the sound needs adjusted or anything else, let us know. We're gonna do our best. Again, this is tested. We're testing it live, guys. You know how it is here.
All right, here we go.
All right. So I do remember from where we're at in the video right now that 3 out of 4 have already been announced. So Takeda here was announced, and then the beauty was that Nick Gage, we kind of left last year.
Read with the first comment already. This match has no ref. We shall not name it.
Gage is feeling himself. Look at that.
Look how good he looks too at that.
Oh yeah.
Still get scared though, seeing that white Bulls Georgian jersey.
When I close my eyes, I think that's the Gage I see.
You guys able to see it? Can we get a thumbs up in chat? Hear it? Everything going all right?
Yeah, and we know that chat the audio is also going to be low on these announcements because when I was listening to this show, I remembered it was really not easy to hear.
Okay, you guys can see it. Thank you, Reed.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Clown.
I kind of miss these multi-man finals matches. Especially in an elimination way like this.
Dude, Crane and Takeda just going nuts on each other.
It's always nice to see Marcus Crane too.
Right? Oh, look at this shit. Oh, Kodaka's getting involved. Fucking Takeda.
Damage to himself.
Team Japan's showing us what the fuck is up. Oh yeah, Crane's getting involved. We knew that.
There you go. There's
There's the adrenaline.
Jimmy Lloyd is the safest guy right now at the hospital.
I love that comment about Zach. Jimmy Lloyd's the safest person in the hospital.
These guys are just beating the shit out of themselves, Dave. And all 4 are now out on the floor.
If the action looks like it's coming your way, probably is.
Shit and get the F out the way. Shout out J Rose.
That jersey is
hell yeah.
That jersey is not good luck for him. Well, maybe he's going to change that.
Where was this one at again? I know you said that.
Okay, so this was at, I think it was Gali Arena in Villa Park, Illinois. Ooh.
Takeda with a bundle of
he keeps just unloading on him.
Marcus Crane already looks like a boogeyman out there with all the spooky dust on him.
Yeah, he looks like a zombie. Okay, too weak. I got to call it like I saw it there. He was being ginger with him, but that's okay.
Just hold your breath for a while. You'll be all right.
Dude, is he going to fall into that fucking cabin?
Just raking that cheese grater.
I saw that Florida Spike's out there.
TJ Havoc Pro, good to see you tonight. Yeah, I'm agree with Reed here. Look at the smile on Marcus every now and then. He's just in his element, happy as hell. Oh. So much talent. Hell yeah.
Goes off that balcony to end the last GCW show here. Of course, we started today.
Marcus Crane has a walk, and if you see it from behind, you can always tell it's Marcus. I don't have a better way to put it. Actually, Kodaka's been working on Nick's head for like 30 seconds to a minute now, so.
The jagged edge of that light tube.
Yeah, that bundle swing was awesome.
Quit being jealous. You don't want him over there.
Dude, I wonder what year Gussets came into play, because I'm seeing him there at 2018. Like, do you know what year might have been the Gusset year?
No, not at all. But I remember when I first saw it, I was like, wow.
Several light tubes. Needless to say, this match has several light tubes.
Oh, yeah,
this is Game Changer Wrestling. We're just watching an old match from NGI 3.
Yep. Fans are collecting and just chilling out.
We're going to review NGI 10 here after this match. So when the fans come in, kind of give a little sneak peek of the coverage we're watching. They're covering tonight. Freedoms in 2008.
Is that what someone said?
Reed, yeah.
Wow. Well, Reed would probably know.
William, thank you here for the message on Nick Gage. Nick's doing well. Spoke with him last week. Healing mind, body, and soul. Surrounded by people who care. Good to hear that he's going to come back. That was one thing we kind of always discuss off air is if Nick Gage is going to come back or not, and if so, what kind of capacity.
I love every second of it. You say disgusting, they say
Kodaka has just been working on Gage's forehead now. This is like minute 2.
Just poking the holes in him.
Yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on. Right? He's just working him. Now, this wouldn't work in singles action. Way too slow. There we go.
Takeda with the extra little hit on the end.
Little jump.
I was asked yesterday where they should go for some pizza.
I miss Takeda too.
With our Japanese friends, I said either Giordano's or Lou Malnati's.
You know where they went?
Random comment.
East Coast correspondent
the bottom
Frankie. Yeah, love that.
Dosey fucking do, motherfucker.
Prazak getting into it.
Yeah, we don't hear that out of Prazak too often.
I know. Shout out Prazak. Hopefully he's doing good.
Oh, what I don't know if I've seen that in the last couple of years.
This is where I miss Crane and his creativity, man.
Oh, man.
Screwball, I would love to see a re-release of this logo shirt. I love that logo.
Hey, we can always ask, man. We can always ask. I mean, we got
nice
wrestling matches now, and maybe a shirt. Okay, nobody's really been talking. We haven't been talking about it much, but Takeda and Crane has just been going at it, and I feel like Kodaka and Gage have just been killing a little bit of time. Oh.
As Reed was saying, though, you could tell Mark. This is like Mark is having so much fun in there having this match with Takeda.
Salute to Lena here right now.
Oh, up top we go.
Yeah, John Cena. You guys didn't know John Cena refereed this match.
I can't see him.
Right.
Stupid.
Right
here.
Oh my
goodness.
Super snowplow.
Square on them shoulders.
And then he's got the ironing board right with him. Oh no, that's the shield.
The riot shield. His famous riot shield there.
William, I did the same thing. That was quite a contrast watching John Cena's last match at NGI. Oh, I miss Crane.
Oh, shit! 2 knees in the back. He'll be pissing blood for a while.
And now Nick Gage and Kodaka
still going at it.
Shots.
Dude, those knees to the kidneys got me feeling weird.
Nick Gage asking for it. Come on, hit him harder, buddy. Get to the midsection.
Again.
Okay, I'm about to say, did he say Kamehameha? It was more a parallel than a contrast with both big men going off the top rope.
Strategy here. This goddamn collusion.
Here we go. Oh, okay. Both Japanese men are now teaming up on Gage.
Double drop kick into the corner. They're gonna pay for that shit later when Nick Gage just running boot to their face.
If someone hit him with his own face wash right here, that would have been a sign of disrespect.
That would have been perfect for Crane to come in.
I don't think they'll ever run out of tubes.
Jimmy Lloyd found the riot shield at a store in Tokyo years later.
That's crazy. Oh, yeah. I got you. Reed. I was lost there for a second.
Yeah, there's something about Crane that's just nobody's replaced some of those thought patterns.
The creativity, man. Like,
yeah.
We've talked about it in the past of how we kind of felt like for a little bit we were seeing like 6 wrestlers kind of doing the same thing and just different clothes, different names, and not really different styles. And that's why I think that we're talking about later. Sicko, Mr. Danger, Dr. Redacted, Bear Bronson, all these new names, fresh styles, and fresh new like ways they're creating these matches and death matches and we're using these weapons. I think that's why I've been enjoying this new wave of talent.
I wonder how much 2025 money was spent on these light tubes, dude.
Oh, Jesus. Kodaka.
Marcus Crane. Not looking good for him right now.
Oh.
Double pin.
1, 2,
I love it.
You know, I like that it took 2 to put him down.
And it shows like, hey, it's elimination. Like, let's work together while we can.
Yeah, and then it sets up what I'm thinking then is both men tag teaming kind of on Gage.
Wow, that's a comparison right there. Closest to Marcus has been Atticus. Yeah.
The king, Nick Gage, is at a serious
How hard was it get that shield through customs?
Right. With the bloodstains on it.
We got team no respect and team collusion.
Team no respect team. Yeah, Screwball. I was going to talk about that later. I kind of enjoyed the whole top team elimination and everything. Yeah, very similar. WWE, welcome. Thank you for remembering us and what he did.
That's exactly how Nick was hurt. I'm hoping that all these troops get out of the ring before this match is over.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Kodaka. Nope, fail. Over. Boom.
So close to
I was going to say that better not be it. That would be anticlimactic for him to go out on such a.
Lock those knuckles. Lock those knuckles.
We need to make sure he's all right.
Oh yeah, I see the subboard in the background now.
See the 666 guy down there? That's little Lauderdale. Look at him. There he is putting the tubes out. There he is. Yep.
For that swinging DDT. And he gets it. Cover.
Dark, gritty.
Ooh.
No.
Kick out at
Ooh. Yeah, Reed Screwball is on Twitter.
Of light tubes everywhere as people step on them. He says it's over. I don't believe you, though.
Well, trying to take Nick Gage out.
Oh. Sideways, nonetheless. He just punches tubes sideways.
Just for those fans.
Mm.
There's the Praise X scream.
The crowd is showered with glass.
I like how Nick put his hand there to actually block it like a real block too.
Oh,
all on the glass. To
yeah, people don't. Yeah, there is wrestling in deathmatch here and there, and actually, you mentioned a great spot right there.
Knee strike blocked.
There it is.
Choke breaker.
Oh, he's done. 1, 2.
All right, leave it.
Get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here.
What's up, James? Slade would have been awesome. Yeah.
Now we have a main event. After all of that, now we have the finals, the true finals in my mind. Love this concept, by the way.
I love the you have to get creative at the end with the elimination.
But I feel that these guys are
no spoilers, Reed. No spoiler-free chat.
Yeah, those we've never even thought about that one. But at the same time, I'm pretty much 90% of our chat's probably seen this match only because, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Irish whip into the buckle. Running elbow.
Look how smooth and clean Nick was here.
Hold these. And look at that. No sells it. Doesn't hold them. Smart.
It doesn't matter.
I know it fucks up the move, but I think it's more fucked up to hold the bundles while he kicked. You know what I mean?
Yep.
An extra 2 seconds, he may have been able to like.
Look at that head. Look at his Nick's head.
Oh yeah, he's got that glass stuck in it.
Just shards sticking out right there.
Blonde hair,
With people pulling chunks of shit out of the ring is still completely covered in glass. Oh no, just chunks of it. Okay.
Constantly emptying it too, kicking it out.
Welcome, James. Never seen this one. Hell yeah. I mean, the reason why we picked this one, well, actually, the reason why B really picked this one is there's some historical value here with the elimination and just, I don't think GCW had seen it before until this tournament.
Off the ropes comes Gage.
Any excuse to see Takeda.
Look at the top of Nick Gage's head. It is filled with glass and whatnot, just stabbed everywhere.
Boom.
Height. Got some height on it.
God.
Ooh, very close.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're right. There was some snappy movements out of Gage in this.
I mean, this is prime Takeda Gage during this time as well.
True.
Look at the shoulder.
Like we've watched old
ZZW
Nick Gage off stream, and I was telling you, like, I feel kind of disappointed. I didn't get to see prime Nick Gage moving around like this. I've kind of caught the tail end of his career, which is unfortunate, but we've seen some glimpses of his prime self for sure during his last little run here in GCW.
Right now,
Jimmy Lloyd's gonna have company in the hospital tonight.
Wow.
But he's not giving up that quickly. Fighting back right now.
I don't know. There's something to say about this 4-way elimination, like the winner's a survivor. Truly.
You know what I'm missing? You know the flashlights? All with like the flashes from the cameras? Like, I miss seeing that, man.
I do too.
Oh. Hate it. And just no salt.
Tyler asked what year's the show. This is 2018. This is NGI 3. The main event.
This is even prime Gage, yeah, right?
His back. Oh, yeah, that's right. Takeda's fucking right arm is all sliced up.
Going for another lariat. Avoided.
I didn't see when that happened.
Dancing with the slam.
Okay.
More two.
Solid slam. Placing between the knees. Very good.
June Kasai goggles.
Going up top.
All right.
Please don't die. Oh my God.
Please don't die.
Looks like he's out on his feet though. From all that blood loss. Firing away. Trying to get.
Is that who that was, Screwball? Man, that comment. I was thinking it sounded like Don Callis at first, but I like it.
Sunset.
Ooh, sunset power.
1, 2.
Only 2.
He kind of pushed him off there, you know.
It's all right.
It's indie. It's indie.
Yeah.
Right now.
Lighters, yeah.
See what he has in mind. Inverted DDT, possibly.
Inverted. Oh, dude, that takes strength. Nice.
And that's it.
You know, I guess that was a solid finisher, but I mean, the whole sequence.
The Bobby Fish kick out at the end. No, so.
Okay, what was that? About 17, 18 minutes? Those guys killed themselves.
Yep.
Look at Gage. He's covered from top to
jersey.
bottom. Oh, love the patented jersey too.
Exactly. I love that Bobby Fish finish.
Masashi Takeda.
Okay,
great job.
Man. I miss him.
Where's Crane? Kodaka's out there.
Crane's next to Jimmy Lloyd in the hospital, probably.
Yeah. Oh, I saw DeMonto in there for a second too. He was standing next to Lauderdale doing something ringside there for a minute. Down into the glass. That shower is gonna suck. Well, what do you say, man? I don't think we did too terrible for a first match. That was solid. Something for the chuds, little something for the historians.
Get them the blood-filled lust full right now before we cover NGI 10.
Well, I'll just say again, thank you so much for everyone that was involved in saying yes, they did want this, because that's how we got it. I'm not kidding. We said, listen, this is what the listeners and fans would like to do with their time. We're all together. Let's have some fun. He's like, let's do it. So yeah, we're going to hand select directly from the library. Some shows we might be able to get more than one. Most shows I think we'll able to just be putting one in for right now. If this is popular, please let us know. We're going to continue to do it. And I don't know, man. It's good to kick back with just a couple people and bullshit and watch a show. So
yes.
I can't always do that at home. B can't always do that at home. So it's kind of cool to just kick it and have some fun.
Yeah, that was fun watching that match.
Just a couple quick pieces of news. 5 days ago, GCW put up their newest touring schedule on Twitter. So if you have a chance, please check that out. See maybe if GCW is coming to your area. And my second little piece of news here, Ivan from Fire J Media. I'll get that name out there, Ivan. I'm so sorry. I just want to say congratulations to him for working with GCW for 3 years as of today. Congratulations to him. He's the reason why we have our opening. He's the reason why GCW has so many fantastic highlight videos. So yeah, hopefully everybody can wish Ivan a fantastic birthday.
Happy birthday, Ivan.
Look at this. Game Changer Weekly. Game Changer World. B and I were just talking about that, as every now and then we'll still end up accidentally saying Game Changer Weekly because we just did it for so long.
That's fun. I didn't even catch that from Jason.
Yeah, that's all I had to say. Was there anything else you had to say before we started diving into the show for the night?
No, if you guys have any suggestions for matches, send them our way and we'll consider it. And this is something we plan on doing pretty much every show, at least like as John said, at least one match. Sometimes if there's no show to review or it's going to be a quick one, we can watch 2 or something. So that was fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy. And we'll focus on the match a little bit more next time. That chat was going crazy. I was actually learning some stuff that I didn't even know about that from chat here.
Hey, so I was going to say, no shit, that was probably the most informative couple minutes of wrestling knowledge that I think I've had in a while. So thank you so much, guys. Yep. I think that's what it's about, like steel sharpening steel here. Like someone comes out with something and we all learn. So thank you so much for that. What a show. Here we go.
All right. NGI 10 from the Central Florida Fairgrounds in Orlando, Florida.
Okay, I got some shit to say, and I'm gonna say it, and like to hear it. Here it goes. So this is GCW's 3rd trip to Orlando and their 3rd venue. We had the Englewood Neighborhood Center for Scene of the Crime in April 2023. Then the Level 13 Center that was used for NGI 9 last year, and now we have the Central Florida Fairgrounds. I like the building for an event, but I don't think I like the building for this event. I felt like it made the show look smaller than it should have. And I've always felt that perception matters in art, especially when it comes to stage and scenery. My opinion, NGI 10 should have been held in New Jersey. I'll talk more about that soon. Also, I have to say that NGI 10 had very few storylines. This equated to missed opportunities by both the company to sell the show and the performers to sell themselves and the match. Now, one story we followed was Bear Bronson's only shot to win the tournament. He came on this show right here and said to all the fans, and I'm paraphrasing, "This is it. This is my one shot." Now, in 2 sentences, fans' ears stood up. He let everyone know his path in GCW only goes through this destination one time. 2 sentences sold that story. This isn't hard, so I'll try again. Danger and Sicko was match number 4 here. Both of them could have cut a promo about how they're carrying the South on their backs, and tonight they're going to show everyone what Southern Deathmatch is all about. They had that amazing first round performance. It would have gotten them over. It would have made them look more badass by delivering on their promise, and maybe do a little hug at the end of the match showing solidarity. Everyone will see that sending a message was stronger than their individual goals. Finally, they could have built on how they're the new faces of Southern Deathmatch. Maybe get a name, get some heat, become a team. Boom, within 5 minutes of forethought, they're set for months and possibly pick up some new bookings from GCW and elsewhere. I feel like that's how you leverage your screen time. They could have cut that promo in less than 2 minutes. Otis and Bev should have covered the deeper roots they share, maybe a battle for the state of Ohio and bragging rights. Otis would have won. He would have kept the bragging rights for one night. Otis is on the rise here in fans' eyes. Bev could have said he's going to knock him back into reality. Otis would have beaten his past to become something better and stronger. Finally, I just want to say that fans needed to know more about Harrop before he entered the tournament. Any video package or promo would have done well here. Upsetting fan favorite Drew Parker in the first round was a rough entrance to the NGI for good guy Harrop. Fans liked Jack after he won them over in the semifinals, but we lost Parker, whose veteran status would have given more credibility higher up the card. I wrote everything I just read to you in less than 10 minutes, and it would have really spiced up the NGI. I felt that the card was somewhat light on the on more established deathmatch wrestlers. There was no Gage, Tremont, Murdoch, Kirk, Redacted, neither of the Macizos, no one from Japan or Mexico, no women competitors. It was a lot of newer names, and that was felt by the fans. But I want to be fair. If this was about elevating new talent, then it made the point. Now, on paper and opinion only, this was the lightest card since NGI 5. That card had Mance Warner, Lowlife Louie, Shane Mercer, Lucky 13, Alex Colon, Arrow Boy, Masada, AJ Gray. But the 6-way scramble was really good. NGI 5, we had a 6-way scramble. Blake Christian, Cole Radrick, Jimmy Lloyd, Jordan Oliver, Juicy Finau, and Levi Everett. NGI 6, a 7-way scramble. Again, I could go through names, but you're looking at Ninja Mac, Cole Radrick, Gringo Loco, Nate Webb, Yo-Ya. NGI 7, we had a 5-way scramble, Jordan Oliver, Alec Price, Blake Christian, Nick Wayne. NGI 8, we had a 6-way scramble. NGI 9, we had a 3-way match between Danger, Lucas, and Teriyaki. NGI 10, the break match between rounds was Parrow versus Rhys Maddox. Fans expected a scramble or a highly enjoyable competitive match. And I kind of dislike the fact that Parrow and Rhys got put in this position because fans were expecting more, especially at NGI 10. NGI 10, I feel, should have been a celebration of 10 years of one of the greatest deathmatch tournaments on the planet, and it should have been held in New Jersey, where the heart of deathmatch and GCW lives and breathes, preferably with its own form of homecoming. Back to the roots. A thanks and a nod to all the fans and the wrestlers. Tonight was a night where we could have had previous winners celebrate with us. Where were all the, we'll call them old guys, to put over the young guys outside or inside the ring? Respecting the past, pushing the future. Gage should have, fingers crossed, it would have been nice to just hear him on commentary, but luckily we had Tremont. Why was Iceman the only guy ringside who had participated in an early 2000s death match? It should have been gritty, this show, and dimly lit. It should have had less gigging in front of the camera, more brutal impacts. Deathmatch wrestling, really, I'm seeing is more of a cutting game now, and that takes the toughness out of it. All men involved in the show really did work their asses off, and I won't take anything from that work. I feel like my problem's more with the industry and the fact that I'm old and watching certain fundamentals fall away. Wanted to get that out of my system real quick. Let's go back onto the positive side. MLJ, Mose, and Matt Tremont trade time on the mic. It feels appropriate to have Tremont on the mic dissecting the action. Ring sounds, crowd noise, everything sounded good on production. Another thing I just wanted to say here, I noticed that there are more women and couples in the GCW crowds. By all means, welcome. You know, bring friends, bring partners, have a good time. I felt like I ripped a little into GCW here, but I kind of did on purpose because I feel like the company shouldn't just go on someone's expectations, but I'm looking at it and being honest and listening to fans, and this is what they're saying. They weren't big on the venue. They thought that the venue just wasn't representative of, you know, and they felt that it did swallow the crowd and swallow the show, and the fans felt it. And we had the same problem at the terminal. So I don't know. I just threw a lot at you at one time. You don't have to really, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I kind of agree with Screwball. I wouldn't want to do like both tournaments in the same spot. I kind of like missed the big, I know it was a shit show, the Hoffman Estates area and that venue and how it looked, but yeah, I don't know. I thought it was kind of
it's cool okay. You know,
yeah. I didn't really think about it too much like that though.
No. I think I was being rough on it because I have high expectations. This was NGI 10. I sat down thinking this was going to be like, hey, you know, have a couple older guys show up. Someone puts over, you know, one of the like Drew Parker or somebody puts over Bear, but we got really a great finals match between Otis and it also establishes younger talent. So not against that. It's just, I think a lot of people had very, very high expectations and NGI mostly delivered on that. It just felt a little different because I think the card had less experienced talent on it. Maybe, is that what it is? You think?
I have some notes on it, a little bit about some of the new names and stuff, but
cool.
Yeah.
Rant over.
Brett's on the line. Hey, John, too critical.
Yeah, I know. I gotta check my messages real quick.
We're getting the hold on. We got 5 minutes. We gotta wrap it up.
Yeah. Yeah, 5 minutes. Time to go, guys.
I must have missed this, James, about the pentagons. I missed this pentagrams talk here.
Oh, I think what James may be talking about is Lil Sicko likes to use the star, a shooting star off of the ladder. So I'm thinking he's thinking more in that sense.
I see what you're saying there.
Yeah.
All right. Our first matchup for the first round for NGI 10 was a rematch of Slade versus Bear Bronson.
Well, here we go. This is Bear's first deathmatch tournament. I see the ring and there's 2 bundles, some chairs, a thumbtack baseball bat. And I'm thinking it's only the first match and there's cinder blocks in the ring. Production played a highlight reel of Bear and Slade's first match that became an instant classic, which is still sitting at number 21 in the greatest GCW matches of all time. Slade's pushing an empty grocery cart on his entrance, and his arms look bigger. I think he's been working out. The bell rings. Both men locked arms and threw haymakers. Chairs are swinging. Slade with an early light tube bundle to Bear's back, and a gusset to the head ensured that Bear was a bloody mess early. And for minutes, the only blood on Slade was Bear's blood. But then Bear found the thumbtack bats and fired off on Slade, sticking more than 50 tacks into his head, and it made for a great visual. Both bring the cinder blocks to the center of the ring, and slaps turn into fists. Bear is slammed onto the blocks. Slade was having a hard time getting the grocery cart in the ring. It looked like he had a shoulder injury, but he eventually makes it. Slade gets slammed onto the cart and then covered for 3. Our winner and advancing to the semifinals, Bear Bronson. What were your thoughts on this one, man?
Yeah, these two came out swinging for the first match of the night. I loved Emma announcing Slade while looking for a way out to hightail it out of there. It was fun. Real fast, go back before the match. The opening, there's a new opening video updated from Ivan, which I liked. So some of the new talent, and we got to see like Bustah and the Brain as tag champions in a more recent era. So and the NGI stat video was real cool as well. I didn't want to skip give Ivan some love there. This one got bloody real fast. Once the cinder blocks came out, I got worried. As you said, for the first match of the tournament, that was pretty strong. Mose and Tremont, I think, were perfect on commentary. They played well, and Tremont, given a lot of his experiences and kind of deathmatch knowledge, was perfect for this whole tournament. I loved everything he did during the whole tournament. But yeah, good Lord, that was a strong opening match. Slade, it has to be one of the toughest guys on the roster, between hurting his arm early in the match, throwing the cart in with the hurt arm, and then that brutal powerbomb on the tube-covered cart on top of the bricks. Rest in peace, Slade. Bear Bronson moves on, and I think Bear Bronson, as he was walking out, realized he was in a tournament, still had to come back for the semifinals later on. You can kind of see him like, I can't celebrate. Like, oh shit, like I still got more matches. And I think that I kind of added to the rookie kind of not being in a deathmatch tournament, and kind of like, oh shit, I still got more stuff. So I think it was a strong first match compared to for a rematch after their first match. Once again, Tremont speaking on the toughness required for deathmatch tournaments, I think spoke light into what Bear still had in store for the rest of the night. Bravo to Slade for Bear's run in GCW. I think we always shout out how crazy of a run Bear gets, but Slade as a dancing partner has been perfect for Bear and helped put Bear over tremendously. So I think, yeah, shout out to Slade as well. Even though he lost in this one, definitely hang your hat on a solid performance as well as he's been in 2026.
I just finished off with solid, especially for an opening match. Give them credit for pacing and selling the struggle. They didn't make their match just a weapon kind of affair. They didn't try to top their first match either, nor should they. It's the opening match of NGI, and imagine following that. So, right? Yeah. But, yeah, great job by both men. Slade, fantastic job back to back. And now I feel like Slade has been doing the same thing, where it's just solid match after solid death match.
Yep. Our next match was a Taipei death match, as it was Drew Parker versus Jack Harrop.
So in this match, we have chairs, tubes, bundles, panes of glass, and Tokyo Towers. Welcome to GCW, Jack Harrop. Jack comes out first with his dad, Iceman. He's known as Ice Cube. He's 28 years old with 4 years in-ring experience, a 4-time champion, and the current W3L tag team champion with his dad. He has an H2O Bulldozer jersey on, and I felt his entrance had great energy with solid crowd reaction. Kind of think Bear Bronson, but more lighthearted. He shows expression well and is emotion-driven in his approach. He has a thing for drama, and I'm huge on that. Parker was a fan favorite to go deep into this tournament. He gets a glass tower thrown at his face early in this match, and he's bleeding hard. Parker answers with a satellite DDT through a glass pane bridge. Iceman is literally pulling glass shards out of his son's arm, and Parker hits a flying tope suicida onto both of them. Parker plays darts on Jack's back, Jack with a tube bundle to Drew's face. They finally get back in the ring. Both have blood-covered faces and are headbutting each other junkyard dog style. Jack throws his own body through a glass pane onto Drew, kick out at 2. Drew's missed his splash, and Jack turned it into a spine buster and covered for 3. Our winner and advancing to the semifinals, Jack Harrop. I wrote here, very surprised. Drew going out in the first round, especially, even for me, was an absolute shocker. But I also wrote, I think I see a lot of promise out of Jack, and I'm intrigued to see if we have another deathmatch wrestler at GCW. I think the semifinal will tell us more. What'd you think here?
I've seen little of Jack over some other promotions here and there and some clips, but this was the first time really seeing him in a full-on match, and I kind of agree with you. I think he's really good and has a definite future in GCW. I love the character that he kind of brings to his matches and the energy. He kind of like was a crowd favorite. The chat was here talking about the theme song and everything, so he definitely has a crowd friendly attitude and energy, and seeing him kind of enjoy the moment was kind of cool. Like, holy shit, I'm in GCW. Like, I made it kind of thing. I'm at a big tournament. So seeing him and just soak it all in and have fun was awesome to see. The crowd played into it perfectly. Parker, I think, I think we all know, was the heavy favorite in this one. And I thought this match was awesome, but the surprise win shocked me. But as James Nader said here, I thought this was a cool, like, we need a shock victory. Can't just have the same paper winners. Like, we need something to kind of throw everything for a loop. And I thought this was one of those ones. I did not expect Jack to win. And I thought it was a great debut for Jack Harrop, and Drew losing. I wonder, I kind of make a note of it later, but kind of had an interesting weekend, Drew Parker. And I want to see if it plays into something later on.
Well, what you thinking? Let's talk about it, brother.
Well, between this surprise loss, him losing at Roundball Rock, the chance to perform at Jersey J Cup, like, that's a strong name. And I wonder if we're going to see a crash out and losing and kind of a heel turn from Drew Parker, kind of a la Effie. Maybe Drew Parker and Effie kind of joined forces on their way down of the popularity scale right now, and losing and wins and momentum, and maybe they kind of put their frustrations together and kind of get back on the same track. I don't know. I was just thinking that'd be a cool little thing, because I'm not saying Drew Parker doesn't need it like how Effie, we feel that character needed it, but I think it would be kind of cool to see a heel Drew Parker like in GCW. Maybe not at the moment, but maybe down the line it would be fun to see.
I don't know if GCW fans have seen a heel Drew Parker. Off the top of my head, well, you're a fan. Do you remember if he was ever a heel? I mean, maybe momentarily during a match, but
I've seen him heel, momentarily during a match, but in TNT, I'm pretty sure his matches with Emerson Jane, I'm pretty sure he was a heel in that one, or played heelish, obviously because of the character. So I think it does, he has that sadistic, crazy, loose look in his eyes that I think would be kind of cool to see maybe a character transformation lead into Jersey J Cup or something further down the line. Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to put everyone over this weekend, since this is the last time in GCW or over here in the States for the rest of this year. So I get that too, but I don't know. It could be a nice little change of pace for Drew Parker. Here, sorry, I was catching up on chat here. I'm way behind on chat. I'll catch up on chat here while you read the next match. Our next match was a barbed wire massacre death match, as it was the Bev versus Otis Cogar.
Well, then I'll start by saying Max Recon is our referee. It is great seeing him in Florida. Mose is calling the ultra-violent enforcer, Bobby Beverly, underappreciated. And then Tremont followed up by calling him one of the best in the game. I thought that was pretty, you can't ask for a lot better right there. Otis was coming out in all red colors. The red is something different, and it took a minute, but I like it. Credit to the Cogars for always adding something different to an industry that's seen almost everything. He was a heavy favorite with the fans to win the tournament, and you could hear the excitement from the crowd. This match was very barbed wire heavy, and that was the theme. Barbed wire doors, chairs, tubes, and light tube bundles. The Bev opened by spearing Otis through one of the barbed wire doors. Otis took some tubes to the head, and he's bleeding hard. Bundles were being busted. Bev is now getting huge bundles crushed over his head. A barbed wire bat comes out next. Otis has a switchblade, and he's digging into Bev's head with it. Both men with crimson masks. Otis spears Bev through a door, places barbed wire chair on him, hits a backflip from the top turnbuckle, and covers for 3. Our winner and advancing to the semifinals, Otis Cogar, in less than 8.5 minutes. What are your thoughts on this one?
I think the backstory here played well into the violence and hatred in this match. I think the way they came out just swinging fists and bundles and chairs at each other and hitting each other and the looks that they were giving each other afterwards played very well. And I think it was cool to see, as you were kind of saying at the beginning of this, I think a lot of this one particularly, they could have built up a lot more. I think they played a little video package beforehand and that helped out. But I think if they would have built up kind of Bev versus Otis and NGI a little bit more of the prior weeks, it would have played out even better than this match was. But this wasn't a pretty match, and I don't think it needed to be. And Otis with the victory, and an odd little after match interaction with Bev I found quite interesting as well.
James was saying Bev is pissed afterwards. You can see him joining his. Yep.
That little interaction was odd and interesting. I don't know, just everything about this match. It didn't need to feel good. Like I think it felt odd in a good way. Like not like, oh, everything was bad or something was off. I think Bev is finding himself. Does he need 440? Otis is tired of Bev being in 440. He just wants the family. How this match played out, I thought it was good. It didn't need to be a 5-star classic. I loved how kind of little sloppy it was, and it just added more intensity to the match. Like I don't want to say it in a bad way. I know kind of people hear sloppy in wrestling, they think it's bad. I in a good way, I think this one was sloppy, but for good. Hold on. Before we go on the next match, James asks here, opinions on the ending of the John Cena match or what he meant in our wrestling world.
I'll get it out of the way real quick. Everything he's always built himself on was never give up. And then at the end, at the very last moment, he gave up.
And that's why probably it's time to give up.
Out. Never give up. Never. You should be showing the kids that even when it's at you go until you have nothing left. That's how I see it.
I liked it. I liked his little smile at the end. I wasn't too big of a John Cena fan, but I also wasn't into the hate either. I think he was like good, like perfect for what he was in wrestling, like especially the stuff that he did with the Make-A-Wish program and everything. You can't deny all that stuff. But in ring too, like others, he was always right there. His wrestling knowledge was bar none. So I was sad to see him go, but I actually didn't mind the way he ended, and especially how they played out with Gunther yesterday in the heat, and how it's going to help him tremendously moving forward in his career.
You know what? Yeah, and Screwball said here the point was really to put over Gunther, and that's what they did. So there's nothing wrong with that. With it. It's wrestling. It's just theater. It's just theater. You know. Yeah.
Could Bev cost Bear? Interesting.
So one time at a show a long time ago on Monday night, I took my son, my wife, all three of us went to a show, and John Cena threw his shirt out, and my wife grabbed it, caught it, and two guys literally wrestled it from her and ran off with the shirt. And my wife was mad. She literally started a Twitter account right there on the spot. Tagged WWE, all this, like, we spent to come out here so two guys can steal this literally out of my hand. And I'm like, oh no. At the end of the show, after cameras went off the air, Cena did a dark match, and then he came over to Owen and handed him both of his I think it was his headband and both of his armbands, and said, here you go, kid, don't lose these. so I can say that number one, he's a workhorse, but number two, I've never had a bad interaction, that's for sure. And he had an interview on, I think it was Joe Rogan or something. I checked it out, and seems just like a fantastic individual. I could not say anything bad about someone who's constantly trying to do their best and improve.
There's enough John Cena talk for 25 years now. All right, next first round match was a ladders and light tubes death match. Lil Sicko versus Mr. Danger.
So, yeah, like I wrote, this is a battle of the Southern Death Matchers. Sicko's from Alabama. Danger is from Georgia. Sicko had a great reception. He recently shaved his head, walking to the ring holding a skateboard with a light tube bundle attached to it. Danger enters the venue with his black mask and red bandana. Also a great reception. A lot of wrestling back and forth early. Sicko with a killer acai moonsault. Danger following with a tope con light tube. Sicko hit his own tope with that skateboard and blasted it off of Danger's head. He hits a killer 21 plex, and Danger answers with a Cabrana. This match had springboards everywhere. There were dueling Sicko Danger chants. Good job on senior referee Adam Galt for making sure both of Danger's shoulders were down at one point. Sicko brings in one of those well-known weapons, the light tube star. Usually it means he's falling from up high. Sicko and Danger go up the ladder. Sicko hits multiple moves off the top, including a sunset bomb and a moonsault. Several NGI chants are raining down during the match. Danger finds gusset plates and pounds one into Sicko's head, both up top on the scaffold, and they go off with a Spanish fly onto light tubes below. Mr. Danger comes off the top turnbuckle with a Phoenix splash and a cover for 3. Our winner and the last one advancing to the semifinals, Mr. Danger. I wrote here, just great job by the young guys. What about this one?
Yeah, I thought this was a very, very interesting matchup with the future of deathmatch wrestling matching up against each other here. And these two went all out, and I love that they bring the high-flying style to these death matches. I think their style, for me, I like the high-flying stuff, so their risk-taking and adventurous moves are fun to watch. Danger got the win here, but Sicko, I think, has nothing to be disappointed about. He showed out, and I hope we see more of him in GCW. And Mr. Danger moves on to the semifinals against Otis Cogar.
I mean, overall, though, I'd have to say that match, especially for it being two younger guys and them, I think that's like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 for those guys. They went pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, I think they definitely showed out here and showed that they're going to be ones to talk about even next year and probably be undeniable for NGI 11.
Hey, get them, guys. Just keep moving forward. So, yeah, we had an intermission after this match, and I wanted to say I enjoyed having the live view of the ring. You could actually see them tearing down things, building up things. Would love to see a Game Changer World video in there somewhere sometime.
Right?
Yeah, but I mean, really, the whole point was I like that we got a live view.
A logo on the ring would have been nice.
Man, one day we'll get that. We'll get that big
Sandy
money.
Claus out. We got to reach out to Sandy Claus.
Yeah, that's what it is. Santa. I didn't put that on my list. I need to put that one on there.
Zimzo, yeah, I agree with you. Sicko's another crazy year he had.
Oh,
hope he found a home in GCW. No, you're good. James Ader, I was going right down the line too. Yeah, James Ader, same thing. More high flying death matches. That's why I kind of love those two. I think I'll hit on it more later though. No, we'll save that for another time. Yeah, the Phoenix Splash was crazy too.
So we'll just go. We'll go through. Dude, I'm thrown off tonight, and I don't even know how. Maybe it's just the video. Something I feel off. I'm jumping I'm jumping the damn match before it's happened yet.
Well, I don't even know if we could really call this one a match. It was Rhys Maddox versus Parrow.
All right, then. Parrow has new music? I question. Good seeing him. Rhys Maddox was attacked early as he needed every advantage possible. Rhys was getting squashed. Parrow has a door. Rhys kicked him through that door. Maddox got a short amount of offense in, but Parrow recovered quickly. In a very short 3.5-minute match, Parrow hits the choke slam, covers for 3. Our winner in this one, Parrow. Very short. What were your thoughts? Just a little icebreaker. I don't know what do you call it.
Yeah, I called it a throwaway match here, throwaway segment. It was fun to at least see Parrow back. Happy to see him back, and I don't see why he can't be involved in some of these deathmatch tournaments. We've seen him kind of get violent and crazy before, and I think he still could provide something useful to GCW out staying away from Mason and Holiday. I think you could portray him as a monster beast by himself. I wouldn't even mind seeing just more Parrow squash matches to build him up, kind of like almost in WWE, build him up.
Let's see here.
Really?
GCW?
I didn't know that.
This one right here, the son of WWE ref. I did not know that either.
Interesting.
This right here is something I've asked Ash for. Maybe sometime we can get that, a fast play of the setup. That'd be kind of fun to watch, right?
Yeah, that'd be fun to, instead of just watching the timer go.
Well, I know a good one that would be fun would be the one in April. I think it would be cool as shit to do the collective setup.
That would be very cool.
Maddox, I think, is only 18. Interesting. Also, where is it out here? And that's true. Actually, wrestling is a hobby for Parrow. We do know that. Anything else on this one? We took longer than the match.
Right. Our first semifinals match was a Doors of Death match, as it was Bear Bronson versus Jack Harrop.
Did you say Jack? It sounded like a hiccup more than it said his last name.
I said Harrop. It was kind of both. I did hiccup at the end. Sorry. I was like, what's this silence going? Like, what's going on? Say it.
Yeah, me and silence don't mix. Love the stare down between both competitors when Bear is circling the ring. That's both flexing their acting muscles. We need more of that in indie wrestling. Side note, you could tell me these guys were cousins and I would believe you. Did anybody else in chat or B, did you see that these guys look damn near related?
When you put that in the group chat, I was like, I didn't even see it, but yeah, I could definitely see it now.
Oh my gosh, man. The match started when Harrop hit a surprise double leg drop on Bear that sends him through a door with cans all over it. Jack is then throwing chunks of door everywhere, and Bear answers by suplexing Jack into a door covered in carpet strips. They're fighting deep into the seats as several rows are cleared out. They're throwing chairs at each other Sabu style. Both almost look like they were having fun, especially with the slap fest that they had later. Back in the ring, bundles are getting smashed while fans are chanting GCW. There's a barbed wire covered door bridge. Both fell off the apron and through it. They were tangled up in the wire and parts of them had to be cut out of it. Jack with a killer spine buster. Bear hits a choke bomb through a door bridge, then grabs a gusset plate and pounds it into Jack's arm. Our ending, Bear is in a fury. He covers Jack with a chunk of door, comes off the top turnbuckle, splashes Jack, and covers for 3. Our winner in advancing to the finals of NGI 10, Bear Bronson. Talk to me about this one.
I think, as you were kind of saying, not only do they kind of look alike and kind of act alike, I think they meshed well together in ring, and their styles brought together a good match. And I also think they both showed the beatings after the first round coming out and showing the injuries and the scars and the blood. So that was fun watching them kind of sell it throughout the whole match. Bear moves to the finals, but as I said kind of earlier for Sicko, I think Jack Harrop definitely showed out here, definitely made a name for himself, and I definitely want to see a lot more of him in GCW one way or the other. And for me, he was kind of like the breakout star in this one for me.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I was going to say, I think him and Bear would make a fantastic team. I feel like they'd be a devastating team, and both of them can talk on the microphone, and both of them know how to do their shit. So I don't know. Also for Jack, that was 2 solid matches back to back. And I wrote here, I'm sold on bringing him back. It's not the violence, but it's also the fact that he has a dramatic flair that's missing in DM wrestling. And I have to say, that's something that generally Bear Bronson gives out in handfuls successfully. So yeah, I'm looking for another one that is able to come in here and give us more than just cutting.
Yep. Zoe, we agree with you. Jack's a stud. Open up a lot of eyes.
It's nice to see someone new. Fresh blood feels good, you know?
And succeed when they get the opportunity, because like we've seen like Lil Sicko and Danger kind of fight and have these opportunities, but to like claw their way to this GCW tournament, like Jack, I haven't really seen much of, but it's kind of cool to see him take advantage of this opportunity. Because for me, he was the most the name that was not most well known for me, and I definitely want to see more of him. Our next semifinals match was a pane of glass death match. Otis Cogar versus Mr. Danger.
Mr. Danger comes out from the back. He's showing injuries from his last match. Now, Otis comes out with a different energy. He's pounding the mat and circling around the ring. Well, we get into the match. The bell rings. Otis is swinging a chair, hits himself, falls down, and Danger's doing multiple moonsaults from outside the ring all over Otis. Otis spits water, and we get an H2O chant. Good job, guys, on that one. Fast forward to Danger placing Otis's head on a chair and putting his head through it. Otis answers by throwing Danger through a glass pane. And I have to say, Danger had a lot of offense coming from off the apron and into the ring. Great job by him. Finally here, Danger with a huge 450 splash through a glass pane bridge. We have a barbed wire covered glass pane bridge. Otis hits the Candido bomb through that, and he covers Danger for 3. So our winner and advancing to the finals of MGI 10, Otis Cogar. What are your thoughts now that we have our finals put together, and what were your thoughts on this match?
Danger took a beating in this one. For me, Otis looks like kind of like the next person that's got to be the Ultraviolet champion. I feel like they're, obviously, as we'll get later, even though the winner was who the winner was. I feel like they're going to go a different direction with the winner, which I'm glad, and not just going for the ultraviolet belt. But for me, Otis definitely looks like the next UV title holder. He had a lot of malice behind everything he did this whole tournament. And after this match, he looked really strong going into the finals.
So then Vandal 48 member Christian Napier comes out with a mic, talks a little shit about Gail Kim, and says Otis is taking the tournament. Iceman comes out. He's fired up. We get ice chants. Basically, there was an intermission before the main event. The live feed of the crew building everything for the next match was appreciated. But yeah, I skipped it a little, but Napier got his ass handed to him a little bit by Iceman, and that's what Iceman's all about.
Nice to see Iceman get the pop too after everything his son went through the tournament. Nice to see him get a moment as well.
Hey, you flying in the Iceman, you better use him.
Right.
That's the way I look at it.
Our finals was an exposed boards, light tubes, panes of glass, barbed wire death match, as it was Otis Cogar versus Bear Bronson.
We come back from break. In ring, we're down to the bare boards. Padding and canvas are gone. I see panes of glass and light tubes lined across the ropes on two sides of the ring. The other two sides of the ring have barbed wire wrapped around the ropes. There are bundles of tubes laying all over the sides of the ring. It's going to be a war. So Bear walks out extremely beaten up. Otis looks a little more battle ready, very reminiscent of that earlier match with Otis where he was all ready to roll and, his opponent looked all beaten up. So from the get-go, it looks like they're foreshadowing here that it's not looking good for Bear from the beginning. The bell rings. There was an intense stare down. Both men decide they'll throw tubes on the boards, covering the boards with glass. Emma was foreshadowing the winner of this NGI may be hunting down Tremont for that GCW UV championship. I think that's going to happen. I'm going to stop right there. Do you think that with Tremont and Emma on the microphone, they were kind of foreshadowing the winner here is going to be coming for the UV? I mean, I kind of heard that, right?
That's what I thought too. That's what I was kind of saying, like without kind of spoiling it, even though we all know the answer. Like that's what I was kind of saying. I kind of find it interesting the direction they're going to, and I have it in my notes later too, though.
Well, yeah, it's coming. Otis's time is coming. It just wasn't. If Bear wasn't where Bear was, I could see where Otis could have really gotten the win this year. We'll see what happens. Again, that just strengthens Vandal 48 and Atticus also. Napier, the whole nine. Okay, so Otis is busting bundles over Bear's head and back, then using his razor on Bear's fingers to cut the webbing. Otis swung a pane of glass at Bear. That's rarely seen. Minutes later, Bear is smashing tubes and calls for the light tube cabin. He puts Otis through it. Both men have dropped their straps. It's getting serious. They exchange punches with plenty of shit talking to go with it. Bear's pinned for only 2, and you can see his back completely stained the boards, and you can watch him do a double take at his own blood stain. He puts Otis through a light tube contraption and throws him down on a huge light tube bundle and covers for 3. Our winner of the Nick Gage Invitational 10 was our call for the winner this year, Bear Bronson. I put good finish, solid match. Congratulations, Bear Bronson from the Game Changer World Crew.
Yeah, shout out Bear. I'll get hit there in a moment. I could have done without the exposing of the ring, as I feel it's kind of been done in years past, and I didn't really feel like it needed to be added to this match because, as you were kind of saying, I feel the history between Bear Bronson, Beardozer, and Vandal 48 could have carried and, for me, sold this match and made it important without it having to be exposed ring, kind of like I said. I think it was last year, right? Wasn't Otis and Tremont exposed ring 2 for the finals, if I'm not mistaken?
Oh, fans, that's a great question.
I just feel like I've seen that with just kind of recently, but this match was awesome. It had all the drama and effect, and for me, I was thinking it would be Bear if I had to put money on Bear, but I wouldn't have been surprised, as you were kind of saying, if Otis would have won the belts, because as you said, Vandal 48 with Atticus owning the GCW World Champion and Otis running around with the UV Championship. TOS, yeah, okay, so it was just this year, so it was just a couple months ago. So
TOS.
There you go.
What's up, Otis? So wait a minute. I want to do something. I want to do something before you go further because I'm gonna forget if I don't. So I like the exposed. You're not on the exposed this time because you're saying it's a little reminiscent of
it was just recent.
Okay.
Yeah, and we didn't need it, but unless it's like something Otis wants to keep on using, like for his finals, kind of make it like a thing, then I'm cool with that. But I just feel like the story in itself, they didn't need this kind of the extra different stipulations or title of the name as every other kind of match in this tournament did. I feel like these two definitely carried a strong finals match. Let me go kind of quickly go back to my notes here. Yeah, the recent history.
Sorry,
no, you're good. And Vandal 48, I think, sold this match to me, and these two absolutely brought it. The brick spot, as we are kind of saying earlier, always makes me turn away. I was getting a little queasy watching that one, but this match for the finals was awesome. Bear won, but damn, if Otis wasn't for me the most dominant throughout this whole tournament, I absolutely could see Otis being UV champion still, especially now with Bear using this tournament win as a way to not challenge his friend and teammate Matt Tremont for the UV title, but going right for Atticus and the world championship belt. I'm all for that. For me, no lie, Otis won and is, for me, kind of won me over and has to be the one that dethrones Matt Tremont after this one. Otis as UV and Atticus was world champions, will terrorize GCW in a fun NWO kind of style way that we've talked about years past or a couple weeks ago, and I would love to see them I would love to see them kind of wreak havoc in GCW, but I do love, because like I said, I feel Otis probably should have won this tournament. No offense, Bear. I'm kind of worried, and as Bear said, this is his one tournament, and I'm glad he showed out and did everything. But for me, I think it would have been more beneficial for Otis to win this title, as I kind of see we're going to see a lot more Otis in death matches and GCW moving forward. Not saying Bear's not going to be here for GCW. I mean, it's already booked February 1st. So in February, we're getting Bear back then. So I like this because it does leave a lot of open possibilities with Bear going after Atticus for World. Otis could still focus on getting the UV title from Tremont, and we still could get Bear and Otis kind of capitalizing off this finals matchup and carrying that momentum to better status. Because like, just imagine if we have Bear as world champion and Otis as UV, like just stuff is flip-flopped, and we could still do a lot of fun things, I think, with the team of Bear Dozer and Vandal 48.
Okay, so we're going back to the boards. Would you have preferred maybe if they started the match regular and then someone pulled the boards and exposed them?
Yes.
One of the
if they would have went that way, absolutely, I would have been fine with it, because it means it's just, hey, they got desperate and they got creative to get there instead of just like, for me, what was the point? Unless it was already announced that it's going to be exposed. Like for me, like when I saw that, I'm like, why are they doing that? Like, why is it just pulled up? And like, I think Tremont, when Tremont did it, I think he was like, fuck this shit, like pull this shit up, we're having this shit without this, like we're seeing who the man is. For me, it just was the match, it just was part of the match. And like I said, I don't mind it, but I could have done without it, because I think these two and their whole storyline and the match itself carried it without it. So yeah, but bravo, like for me, bravo Bear, shout out Bear. I'm glad he's able to have this label underneath him. I'm able to see he's able to say he's a NGI deathmatch tournament winner. I just hope he kind of stays in GCW, which we've kind of heard. It sounds like he might be still with us more than what we think and what I even think right now with his contract in TNA, and I'm happy for that. But I would have kind of used this one to build up Otis and build up Vandal 48 and keep Vandal 48's momentum moving forward towards collective destroying and running roughshod through GCW with Otis and Atticus as champions. But like I said, that could still happen. We got plenty of time, and I love the creativity of giving Bear to Otis or Atticus instead of Bear to Tremont, just because it's the UV title was cool.
And since I have Otis here for a second, dude, I'm 85 pounds down. So anybody that's busted ass to lose weight out there, mad respect. At the end of this, I just wrote down Vandal 48 come out to beat down Bear. Tremont is on commentary, drops the mic, said he's had enough, and runs to the ring. He fights off Christian Napier and Otis Cogar. Atticus and Bear face off. Bear knocks out Cogar cold. There are Bear chances he picks up the GCW World Championship over his head. And I just wrote, if possible, I want a Bear reign. I find that very interesting. I think wherever Bear goes right now, Otis should follow. And I think there should be something there. I don't know a lot of men who are around that size, who are around, you know what I mean? Like, we need someone with meat on their bones, and we need, you know, because that's what he has. And we're going to need someone that has a flair for a little bit of drama. And I feel both of them have that. So I think I don't mind wherever they go. I just want to see that they crash course with each other a little longer. I think what they did worked well together. I still think they have a lot of upside, even though they went balls out at this tournament. I also think they know each other a little better and could produce something better if their backs were to the wall.
Yeah, I'm all for Otis Bear feud. Keep on going. I'm all for Vandal 48 Beardozer to keep on going. It's been fun. It's been a fun feud, and as you said, I think there's like Christian's kind of like on the side as like I just not the meat on the bones deathmatch kind of person, but it would be interesting to see how he kind of fits in and what they're going to kind of do with them moving forward. But Bear, I'm so happy for Bear, as you said. He's one of the good guys. He's always on the podcast. He came in and made an impact in GCW, and it is nice to see him still working hard and getting some more accolades as he's on his way up in the wrestling world and not leaving us completely behind in GCW.
But whoever won that finals, I was going to be happy with. I had my pick for Bear, given the fact that he was foreshadowing the situation. If that situation wasn't foreshadowed and we knew we had Bear for a longer time, whoever won was whoever won. I think both would have handled it perfectly. And I think if both were to put into the UV position or whatnot, I think that both would handle it quite the same. And I think for good reason. Yeah, here's the dream. Okay. I've been fighting for this. I called it Matt Tremont's Planet Death. I've done everything I can to make it sound sexy. I'd love to see it happen. We'll know more. Maybe Gringo gets another Lucha show. That would be nice. We can always wish. But I know that I don't think some of the wrestling companies, the outside ones, did as well as I think they'd like to, or as GCW like to. And I feel that company branded, GCW branded shows, I feel like they do better. And I feel like I'd be more apt to go to GCW branded shows than maybe, you know, a smaller company show. I don't know. What do you think, Brant? I mean, maybe just a mix of bringing in some companies and then having some GCW branded Planet Death, Lucha.
I'm kind of the same. Like, I like seeing the Defy and the new companies because I get to learn these new names and faces. But like, also when the matches are happening, I don't fully know the story of anything, so I'm just kind of learning and like not scouting, but like kind of learning new names and seeing what they're capable of. But yeah, nothing kind of beats a World on Lucha GCW specific card. Nothing beats a Planet Death card. Like nothing beats a JCW versus LA Fights. Bring your back here. I would love to see kind of more GCW themed this time around, since we've kind of done a lot of that other companies already. But real fast, go back to this Otis though. Isn't that Otis's second tournament finals loss in GCW?
I'd have
if I'm
to.
not mistaken. I think he lost to Tremont in the finals now and Bear. So
I believe so.
He's like right on the cusp of being maybe next year dominating the whole both tournaments for GCW.
So maybe he just needs to sell third time's a charm. I've been at this spot. It's now time for me to go this spot, and personal growth, and I've learned, and yada yada, and boom.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we need some new faces rotated in or out. I'd combine the Defy Progress cards for one. Yeah, you know what? I'd almost think of Progress versus Defy.
I was just about to say, even like GCW versus blah, blah, blah forever. So that way we could kind of see what's coming home soon. Otis winning. Yeah. I would like to see, like, when I first saw that, I was like, Defy versus GCW. See, like, Saint versus Sinner against Bustah in the Brain. You get to see, I'm so stuck on those two right now in Defy. I totally spaced out on all the other names. But yeah, it would be kind of cool to see, like, the promotion-specific talent go against each other kind of as a little thing.
Gringo Loco's Planet Death.
Fucking in.
Matt Tremont's World on Lucha.
Sam Stackhouse versus...
Okay. So here's what I want. I want an acid cup. I want an acid cup. We've talked about it a million times. All the talents in town. All talent is in town. We can have an Acid Cup. We can have a Lucha. We can have a Planet Death. These things are available if we decide to pull the trigger. And I'm not if Brett decides to pull the trigger on that, wouldn't that be fantastic? Don't let this be. No, there you go.
I was positive. Gringo Loco's Planet Death would be fucking awesome. Just imagine like Psycho Clown versus Damien 666. I'm
thinking Tremont coming off the top rope at Lucha, I think would be very different.
Fight Forever 2. It is, oh my God, 24-hour show.
Oh my dude.
I'm
already going to be stretched so thin that weekend and then have to cover a 24-hour show. You're out of your fucking mind.
I'm in. Let's do it. Chess man.
All right. Well, do you think we should take a quick 2-minute, 3-minute break and then come back after that real quick to go with JCW?
Yes, I totally agree with that.
All right. So we're going to play something a little Christmassy. It's going to be for 2.5 minutes for anyone who's counting. There is no timer on this one. I'm sorry. I just thought it was kind of cool. We'll be seeing you in 2.5 minutes.
It's Gabby, Forza, your homie, the homie, world's strongest gnome, and you're watching Game Changer World Pod.
All right. How'd everybody feel about that 2.5 minute break there? I don't know. I was feeling Christmassy, obviously, and this is one of my holidays. So, yeah, B, I think you got to hear a little bit of it there. That was different, right?
Yes. I don't. It's not the same as the turkey and ham.
Oh, dude, I'm looking so hard for one that's good as the turkey one. I'm trying so hard. Yeah, B missed the Nomi. I'll show the video later.
I saw the Nomi.
Yeah. We were kind of watching. I've learned how to actually splice videos better now. So I was showing him some of these little,
And real fast, shout out Frank. Thank you for all those videos. It is so cool seeing all the different talent. Just take the time with you to make that video for all of us, man. It's awesome. Thank you so much for getting those videos, Frank.
Yes, thank you so much, Frank. And that's actually something we were going to mention real quick. Normally, Frank would be with us right now. Literally, life happened. And he was a lot of our thoughts and notes and things. So we want to let everybody know. Life happened. He's busy right now. We donate our time. We're volunteers. Let me get my camera. And he's got work, man. That's just kind of how it goes. So we want to tell him to keep warm out there and take it easy. And I think we have him with us tonight for a while. So we're fortunate for that. Oh, there's Kyle. Nice to see you, Kyle. Yeah, Cyan. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I'm all over the place tonight. I'm just I don't know, man. I feel good.
Oh no, sorry, real fast. I was at the end of that video. Never mind. No,
what's that? The Nomi thing?
Yeah, I forgot. What did she say? Like, what does she call? Like the homie Nomi? The Nomi homie?
The Nomi. It's the Nomi. Yeah, the gnome homie. Oh, that'd be even better. The Nomi homie.
Right. All right. Our next show we are covering. I know we're flying right through this here. We might make record time tonight.
That's why I was like, maybe we should get a match in the back and maybe do a back end match.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
Maybe. We'll see where we go on time.
We've been approved for one. What she said. That's what I thought she said. Your homie, the Nomi. There we go.
Okay, good.
JCW Roundball Rock. We could not get the Roundball Rock sound music, so we did our Christmas music instead.
Yeah, I should have thought about that. That would have been something I should have put.
You weren't going to be able. Oh, that one you could probably do like the Def Jam version of it, but yeah, you can't do like the John Tesh version.
No. So JCW's Roundball Rock. The show opens with the old 90s. Y'all ready for this? Da-na-na-na, that we've heard at every basketball game since 1994. Then we switch to the Jersey opening, and I have to say that when I watched these two videos, those decisions show that thought was put into it instead of oversight. Emil also hitting that crossover with the microphone in the ring, broke it for the rest of the night. He says, I'm at the Mecca. I will say here somberly, there was a 10-bell salute for Eric Martinez. And I just want to say, I don't know him personally. However, we share a lot in common, just like all of you. He was a very dedicated fan who was loved by many. So I just want to say rest in peace to him. He's one of us. Also, I'll recommend to Adam what I recommend to Brett. You have these huge blank walls back there. See if you can maybe get some JCW flags made and just throw them in the back on those yellow walls or white walls, whatever those are back there. And it'll fill it in. It'll fill in your background just a little bit. Yeah, that's all I had to say.
No, I wanted to piggyback off you on those videos. I love the opening video and then into that Jersey City. Like, as you said, those videos, like, I love the creativity of that JC. I'm sorry. I'm loving everything JCW's been doing since they've kind of rebranded. They've made their own like little section, even while using GCW/talent. I think that they're doing something different completely than what we're seeing in GCW. And I've been loving watching it. And like these little, like these Roundball Rock, those little basketball themed videos, like, as you said, that's a lot of thought. And like, just even those little details, like, I appreciate as well. Thank you, Adam, for it. And yeah, keep up the good work in those videos. It's been awesome. I don't know if it's Ivan that does those same ones too, but whoever's been doing the JCW videos been doing amazing work. And I loved the feel, and it got me into it, hearing that, as you said, that music that we hear. Like, I was like, okay, I'm more into this show now. They're able to use some of this music. And that led us into our first match, as it was a Jersey J Cup qualifying match. Ryan Clancy versus Matt Mako. Yes.
Crow Fairy Tale says, I love how JCW is its own show now. Same. I like how it has its own identity. It has its own roster identity. I think it's a good way to put it. It's not just GCW Light. You can see that there are focuses on talent acquisitions that are different than Brett's acquisitions.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I was like, Ivan coming in with the save. He has been doing the JCW videos.
Awesome. Good to see you tonight. So we just, I don't know if you heard it or not, but we definitely shouted you out on the very beginning of this show, telling everyone that they should wish you congratulations for 3 solid fucking years at GCW. And I've heard that Ivan may be working on a new intro for us for the new year down the road. Maybe. We'll see.
I was just about to say, shout out Ivan on the last new video for the NGI, man. That would be, yeah, spoiler alert. We got to spring the new one on them.
Crow was saying they just wish that it didn't get confused with the other JCW. I think that once that Juggalo storyline that we had goes a little further into history, 6 months out, 8 months out, I don't think the JCW will come up as much like that. Yeah, the only people getting confused are the Juggalos. That's true.
Right.
Good point, Reed. So yeah, Ryan Clancy versus Matt Mako. Our notes are fairly short because, again, we were looking more towards Frankie on this one, but again, he had life. He's getting paid. So we aren't. Very much a standard wrestling match here. Plenty of holds. The crowd was still warming up from the outside temperatures. Our winner and qualifying for the Jersey J Cup, Ryan Clancy. I wrote in this match, here that I felt like this should have been a number 2 match. It's really rough to start the show with a more ground-based wrestling match, and it was very interesting because in the second match, I actually would have flipped 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 here. So, yeah, congratulations, Ryan Clancy. I'm still learning a little bit about him. Yeah, what do you think about this one? 12 and a half minutes long.
Real fast, too. Yeah, this was supposed to be Rich Swann. I think a lot of the JCW show had to do a lot of hurdles at the last second, jump through a lot of hoops and do a lot of changes. And I think that obviously affected some of the stuff that happened throughout this. I was laughing at that joke. Just popped right in. You guys talking about me? No, I agree. I think that did take a lot of steam away from the show, but I think as creative as they kind of got to fill in the holes that were missing or couldn't show up, I think they did a very good job piecing the show together because of all the crazy weather that we kind of heard about, travel issues from some of the talent. For me, this is absolutely a feud I could get behind. Both had a really good hold for hold, reversal for reversal style match, and I loved it. Remind me of Finley versus Regal vibes, and I thought this was a good win for Clancy and a strong opening matchup.
Finley and Regal, huh?
Yeah, they're different in like their ground technique and how they kind of go with everything. I kind of felt a little similar to them.
Wow.
I guess I would put Finley as the Clancy and Regal as a Regal to Matt Mako there.
What's up, Carnival? Welcome. Good to see you here tonight.
Dude,
oh my goodness. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, I'm reading the chat, man.
You're just having a good time.
Me, man. It's like elf juggler just
no, we're good. Well, yeah, for only audio listeners, sorry, we try our best. Every now and then something will just have us crack up laughing, and we try to go from there. But yeah, we're just
audio listeners on Spotify. Thank you for your patience. Last couple of weeks, I try to get it out on Thursday morning. I edit them on Wednesday night, and if I am late or skip a week, I do apologize. Or we accidentally deleted it before I could upload it.
I was gonna say, okay, there's one week for our audio listeners. There's 1 week for our audio listeners. I want to apologize for. I accidentally deleted our show.
We ran out of free space, man.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Yeah, B got a hold of me. He's like, dude, I'm gonna upload the audio file. Where is it? File? And I'm like, oh shit, it's gone.
Actually, I think it reappeared. That was the MLJ one. It reappeared the next week, and I just uploaded them both that same week. That was weird.
Who the hell knows, man? Who the hell knows anymore? Yeah. All right.
Our next matchup was another J Cup qualifying match. This time, Darian Bengston versus Eli Knight.
Eli Knight and Darian Bengston cut video promos before this match. I want to give a little shout out to Eli's. He did a damn good job on that one. This was also his JCW debut. This is where I'm saying, Adam, great call on Eli Knight. This match here, much quicker, more agile than our first match. I would have, like I said, flipped these two matches. I would have hit him right in the mouth from the beginning. Our winner here in qualifying for the Jersey J Cup, Darian Bengston, via a very brutal looking cattle mutilation. I'm going to go back for a second. I just want to ask you, do you think maybe they put this first match there because people are still filing in and they didn't want to get the second match missed? Like, what are you thinking?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There are two different ones. Yeah, I guess I see what you're saying too. Like start off hot and then kind of ease them into the
conventional
more matte one. Yeah. But I could see either way. Actually, I think this one played out with Darian a little bit more matte than I was kind of expecting. But obviously, Eli flying all over the place. Eli could have been kind of used as like a flying Ryan in that opening match, just kind of get that momentum and get the person flying around and get the energy for the crowd. Screwball, yeah, I agree here. So for me, I'm going to go opposite of you. I love Darian Bengston's promo. I know what we're kind of saying in the chat. I caught up on the group chat and everything. I liked, like, it seemed like he had a split personality. Like, he's cutting a promo, but then you just see, like, what he's really thinking in his head that he can't say or doesn't want to say, and he just flashes dumbass.
I like the flashes. Yeah.
I loved it. It was a new take on promos, and I enjoyed, like I said, the split personality he seemed to kind of show with it. I absolutely loved it. I was a huge fan of it. The Knight family line was the one that kind of killed it for me when he went down the line of all the famous Knights, and Eli, you didn't even in the top 5. I was like, that was it for me. That was it.
Yeah.
The promo over. He wins the match. End it. So yeah, I love that because I want to see these characters kind of develop in JCW and showcase what we don't really see. And the character promos is something I've been loving in JCW and GCW. But for me, I think this elevated Darian even more for me with that one. I love where he's coming from, his character. I want to see now the next promo and how it goes. Like he won me over there. But Eli is awesome. We've talked to Eli here in Vegas one of these nights. Me and you caught up with him. Super nice kid. Has the world in front of him. He's very similar right now to Leon Slater in my eyes. I think with a couple years of as fluid and smooth as he is at this young age, he's only going to get better and very, very fast.
Respectful also carries himself well.
Oh yeah, he was so nice. I don't think any relation to it, but if you look at Darian Bengston, he's not in the top 5 Knights. So we've seen. That's why.
Wait.
Like I'd be excited if I was wrestling Kevin Knight. I'm not even wrestling Kevin Knight. I'm wrestling Eli Knight. Who is this Knight I'm wrestling? I loved it, man.
So I only wanted to break in to ask you about this whole situation here. Fuck, I just lost my train of thought. I've been off tonight. No. I've been off tonight, but damn, with Darian Bengston's promos, and I'm gonna ask maybe Screwball on here because they would know more. Was that because we said Darian needs to cut promos with a bouncing ball or something because the one promo was in the wind?
Oh,
remember?
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe he did that because of that, or is this something he's done before?
I was about to ask her, like, if this is something that he's kind of done before with promo wise, because I haven't really seen that kind of promo from him in a while. I've seen like him standing in front of like the streets and in front of the stores and stuff, but nothing like with the thing, at least off the top of my head.
Scion just finished up setting my new TV. You guys, the first thing. Well, sorry if we break your TV.
Right. Yeah, I agree with Screwball. There we go. With the whole,
sorry, where you at? Right here.
Yep. The whole Culture Inc. too. That was my next note here. We've seen him in tag action with Culture Inc. and we loved him from day one when we first saw him there. But to see him in a singles match and like this one, I enjoyed seeing him showcase what he could do as a singles wrestler. I think it's a lot of growth still, but like I said with Leon's, like I have a lot of Leon Slater and athleticism with him, and I hope he could fill those shoes too. Darian working Eli to keep him grounded was fun to watch play out throughout this match. Yeah, and I just said that seated cattle mutilation ending I thought was fucking cool. Bravo. I loved how they even modified it after the first one. It was a great ending, and this is kind of like what I want JCW to be around for, is to elevate the Darian Bengstons and the Eli Knights to even higher names and higher platforms, and maybe possibly I hate to say to the GCW because I don't want to keep it like as that feeder system, but I love if we don't have space for these on a GCW show. I love this platform that JCW and what they're doing to kind of grow their character into something bigger on a, not to call JCW a small platform, but a bigger platform than what we've kind of seen with them in JCW. And I think they've done an excellent job elevating the Mad Dog Connelly's, Eli Knights, Darian Banks, elevating these names that I've liked before, and I knew they've had some sort of success or future in the business, but man, they've elevated it to another level in my eyes, and I'm glad to see it happening, especially for free on GCW's YouTube. Click that bell, hit that subscribe button down low.
Hey, I love it, man. Honestly, I mean, you can't say you can't afford to watch, the show, because even if you get on YouTube for free, I mean, you get a couple commercials, but you'll still be able to see the show. And not a lot, especially during these times and Christmas, not a lot of people have money. Thank you to JCW for allowing people to have something to watch.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like for me, I'm going to keep on saying it. Like the breakout for NGI for me was Otis. I think not breakout, Jack Harrop, but I think Otis stole the show. For me, Bengston is kind of like one of the stars in JCW right now. I think he's just elevated his game. Like for me, maybe it's not even elevated his game. Like as you said, like I've seen him in other promotions, and not like we had to pay for those promotions, but I haven't seen him as often as I have now in JCW. And to see him consistently just improve each time, it's been awesome to see, man. Yeah,
and then I'll say this right now too, that yeah, look, JCW is extremely affordable for locals. That's huge. That's huge. Yeah. I just want to say what Screwball is probably screaming inside of his head right now. Darian Bengston tore it up in Las Vegas for a long time. Title holder here. So especially Screwball, but also B would have at least a little bit of knowledge on what Darian's done out here more in Las Vegas. And
I was a fan of him before I saw him in JCW, but I didn't think he had like what he's been doing now. Like for me, I feel like he's elevated. I don't know what, like maybe I'm just, like I said, maybe it's my seeing him more often now, but man, he's improved so much. Like I think when that first JCW show, we said him and Marcus Mathers could carry JCW for the future, and he hasn't wavered in that fact yet. Yeah, with Grap House being defunct, yeah. Our next match was the $100,000 versus loser leaves town for 90 days trios match, as it was the team of Danella, Marcus Mathers, and Nick Camarado going against Holloway, Bishop, and Hoodfoot.
So if you wanted variety between GCW and JCW, you're going to get it, because we have all these match stipulations that we generally don't ever see. So yeah, $100,000 versus the loser leaves town for 90 days. Okay, so Foxcatcher speaks before this match starts. They say that Hoodfoot isn't loyal to the one he loves, but he's loyal to Foxcatcher. Bishop and Holloway are so mercenary, their hearts don't matter in this job. Charles Mason cares about the JCW title, calls him Chuck, and a man of dignity. He calls Janela, Camarado, and Mathers sweat hogs, and the bounty is now 100,000. This is followed by a solid Nick Camarado promo. Want to give him credit for that. Every time he opens his mouth, it's been more than I've expected, and more, better. I don't know. More personality than expected, I think, is the best way to put it. And I like to see that. Holloway, Bishop, and Hoodfoot go for a team high five, and Hoodfoot couldn't reach. I didn't notice, but Hoodfoot is actually much smaller than Holloway and Bishop. And I just guess I never noticed. The top of his head barely reached their chins. And I'm like, oh, in my head, I always think I don't know how he's presented. Yeah. I always thought that Hoodfoot's like not Sam Stackhouse large, but a big, large guy and then I saw him up there and I went, oh no.
Yeah, what's kind of shocking, like he was that short, yeah.
He probably shouldn't have stood near him, but commentary sold how Foxcatcher targeted Mathers' family, especially Hoodfoot's hand in it. A very well structured tag match worth seeing at least once. Went almost 15 minutes long, but our winners here and splitting $33,333.33. The team of Janela, Mathers, and Camarado. Also a solid send-off for our resident heels for the next couple months. So something tells me, are we done with Foxcatcher for a while now that the hired help is gone?
Oh, didn't even think about that. I didn't make a single note on Foxcatcher this whole night.
I got you, brother. You know that.
Think about that, man. Yeah. And this one, there was a lot of play at this one, obviously with the money and the loser leave town. And I think this match had a lot going on with all the bodies flying in it as well. The team of Hoodfoot, Bishop, and Holloway looked super impressive. I also had the same note. Hoodfoot trying to give his teammates a high five during the entrance was hysterical. I'm so glad you made that. That was for me the highlight of the match. The action itself was good, all over the place. Hoodfoot picking up the loss was surprising. And also, as someone kind of said, they felt like this was a lose-lose. For me, I thought this was a loss as well for me because I was disappointed that we won't be seeing, we'll see, obviously, in wrestling, but sounds like we won't be seeing Mr. Foot in JCW for 90 days, but hopefully we will see him pop back up in GCW during that time, or look forward to his return, which I think should be obviously something that has a lot of story and intrigue behind it, based off of the beating that he took afterwards, maybe on behalf of Foxcatcher's new bounty hunters in Josh Bishop and Holloway.
Do you think there'll be new bounty do you think there'll be some new bounty hunters maybe?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you that how the Foxcatchers kind of had to pivot to this whole thing has kind of been not my cup of tea. I hope maybe they would just get rid of it for a little bit, or if they could find some way to get back into it. I don't like just these monies for matches. Like, I don't like when even Tony AEW does that. Like, they're already wrestling for money, but I guess like just adding more money doesn't, for as a fan, for me, it doesn't add more at stake to it. But these like I was more interested in the J Cup qualifying matches because they actually had stakes in a future tournament coming up, where this one just kind of feels like, I don't know, Hoodfoot was the big turn and big swerve of the whole story, and now you're kicking him out of the story and out of the company for 90 days. I'm just interested to see where they go when he comes back, or in the meantime, what happens with, like you said, Foxcatcher, because I didn't even happen to think at all about Foxcatcher.
Bishop versus Hoodfoot in the fucking chains. I'd watch it. I'd be watching that. Yeah, sad, weird. Yeah, I hope we get more of No Holds Barred. Enjoy it. The way Danny's talking, just enjoy No Holds Barred, guys. This is coming from a GCW podcast, but you're also coming from wrestling fans who love deathmatch. Just enjoy what you can, guys.
Oh, okay. Foxcatcher's bounty was mentioned at the end of the show too from Fajita. Yeah, going back to Crow though. No, I did not see the end of what was ready.
Also, this right here, Brian Keith didn't have to leave town because he didn't make the town. Brian Keith's still available. I like good catch, Screwball.
Yes, because I was about to say that's another name too. I'd be very disappointed not seeing in JCW.
A ladder match for a $50 Red Lobster card. Bro, I love this.
I think it is just the person that took the fall, but they said all three. So yeah, I don't know. There's a little confusion there, I guess. And I have some more confusion later too. I want to see, and hopefully we get clarity on. Sorry, I'm still catching up. But there's a lot of notes here in chat. Brian Keith, love the sound of that match. Okay. All right, our next match was the homie Nomi, Gabby Forza, going against Lena Kross.
All right, so I want to just kind of go through a couple things here. I don't think I've really talked a lot about Gabby just yet. I'll just go through that right now. I wrote here that she has great energy. I can see her doing well with kids and females especially. She has a fantastic knack for emotion and showing that she's having a real struggle. One example, you can actually see her dig her foot into the ground before jumping at one point, and kids understand those things. She shows perseverance well. If she's written to succeed, you'll have a face that would bring in families if that's what you want at your show. That's role model material, and she does it well. I can see her continuing at JCW, then with possibly some solid support moving over to GCW if she develops her character further. Like Smiley Kylie Ray, her personality shows a tremendous swing between happy and mad. She'll make a tremendous heel after she goes over big as a face. If she hulks out towards the end of some of her matches and shows no limit aggression, I can see the men especially enjoying that. Men like anger and rage in their wrestling. Ask Bear. On to Lena Kross. Lena's a badass in a different way. Her character comes off with the look at me like Megan Bain has. Good aura. She should be on GCW. I stick with that. Great presence and size. She's TV ready. We know that now. Best as a heel, she uses a small amount of her time during matches to pose. Again, Megan Bain style. And fans don't like that in a good way. People kind of read it as some form of bragging. A little bit of a psychological trick. The heel was in white and the face wore darker colors. Kind of found that interesting. Good match. Great struggle. Both wrestlers are on the rise. Enjoy it while you can. They gave the women 14 minutes and they did a lot with it. I say good call, trusting them with that time. Worth watching. Our winner in this one with, again, about a 14-minute match was Gabby Forza. What were your thoughts on this one, B?
Sorry, I was catching up on the one of the videos.
We have some of the best chat out there, so it's like you can get caught up in it.
I thought this match was an awesome showcase for both women. Gabby is so over with the crowd, as you were kind of mentioning, with her infectious energy. And I think Kross played the perfect dominant heel in this one. And I think just for I'm glad they got 13 minutes, because I complained later on about the women's match later, like how they didn't get much time. But I'm glad that Gabby Forza was given this time to kind of showcase her skills in JCW. And for Lena Kross, another a big win for her. And I think she's going to be a force to reckon to in JCW as well. I love this match. Yeah,
I wish I could even say more myself. I started reading chat and I'm like, damn, these guys. Yeah, match was great, and I think it was 14 minutes well spent. Good job by Adam for giving them that time to do what they did.
Our next match was for the GCW World Tag Team Championships, as Bustah and the Brain defended against two bald fucks.
Outside of Bustah and the Brain, I can only think of Bear Dozer being a viable tag team of the year at GCW. By any chance, B, just do you have anyone else in mind as tag team of the year at GCW?
Tag team of the year? Oh
yeah.
That's Bustah and the Brain, no doubt.
Okay, I was just curious, maybe if there was somebody else on your, like I said, Bear Dozer, Bustah. Like
Bear Dozer's been coming in strong at the end of the year, but I think since April, Bustah and the Brain have been dominating and putting on great matches. So I would pick them.
And their matches are getting better. Like every freaking week they're coming through. Like they've been, I mean, for me, I think they've been match of the show a couple times in a row now. So,
yep.
Okay. So yeah, Bustah and Brain had another great match. I love how well they actually both sell each other's big spots from the apron. I think that's incredibly smart. People love chanting two bald fucks. The WWE's fake New Jack music for their entrance puts it over the top. Also, to pay homage, I don't know if you noticed, they both throw up X's in the beginning when they make the two bald fucks sign. It's a team trying, and it shows. They had their own moves. They have their own shirt. I think it's great that they're putting in the effort, and something about it is fun. Maybe for the first time ever, I watched a legal tag between two teammates inside the ring at 1 hour, 37 minutes and 27 seconds. You can actually watch Jordan Oliver look at the referee and go, okay, and then turn around and tag Price in the middle of the ring and then walk out of the ring. And I'm like, okay, Adam, let it go. So fuck it. Let's do it. Awesome call out to the fabulous Freebirds by Two Bald Fucks, a back body drop into a power bomb. Price went back to the if you can't swim, you're bound to drizzle. And I love the Snoop Doggy Dogg days. Also, I wanted to let everyone know on my notes, I added drizzle to my dictionary. Our winner here and still the GCW World Tag Team Champions, Bustah and the Brain. B, as a fan of both Bustah and the Brain, how'd you feel about this match?
You set me up there. I don't have as good as notes on this one as I usually do. I think this was just a good match. Like, it was a good tag match. It made sense for JCW, but as we said in the past, if I would keep these GCW titles separate unless you're going to start building a feud with them with a tag team in JCW. And I just feel like Two Bald Fucks was kind of a thrown together team at the last minute to go against them. And I just feel, as I said in weeks past, they're just missing a stronger feud right now to continue on and elevate their tag team title run. There's fun matches. For me, I wrote this was a contrast in styles, and all the fan favorites led to this match going over pretty well with the crowd. And I didn't think, for me, I just not knowing that Two Bald Fucks wouldn't win kind of ruined the suspense for me in this match. But it was a fun match. I just want something a little bit more with substance with them as tag champions for right now, and that's no fault of their own. And hopefully, we'll see a strong tag team start challenging and become credible threats to them.
So then my question is, outside of Bustah and the Brain, do you think that Two Bald Fucks is trying to be established as the new anchor tag team for JCW? Or do you think there's someone else coming through? Like Teriyaki and Jay Lucas, man, they're kicking ass over there.
That's a strong name. Yeah, top team would be a fun tag team to kind of showcase in JCW. Two Bald Fucks are pretty good. Bam's improving with Matt Tremont. I don't know if Matt Tremont needs to be in a tag team, but if he's going to be doing kind of singles UV title holder in GCW, him kind of being a part of JCW even as his tag team and kind of taking it easier and playing a different role would be fun to watch as well. Next match was the Jersey J Cup qualifying 3-point competition match, as it was Griffin McCoy, Manny Lowe, Teriyaki, Drew Parker, Ryan O'Neal, Janai Kai, Jay Lucas, LSG, Oni King, and Ray Jazz.
All right. I'll make it easy. Go watch the match. If you think I'm going to sit here and call play-by-play on this group, it just isn't going to happen. A lot of talent here. This match started with 2 participants, with another participant entering the ring every 60 seconds. The first 3 individuals to get pinfalls will advance to the Jersey J Cup. There's also, thank goodness, a timer that consistently counts down to 0 on the screen, so we know how long it takes until the next one. So we're not getting that WWE style, wait a minute and a half for 60 seconds, or we wait 20 seconds for 60 seconds. We don't know. Action-packed match. Yaki and Lucas used their top team moves throughout and pulling off a double pin. And they thought they both went to the Jersey J Cup, and only Yaki got the credit going to the next round. It was funny watching them being confused about what they thought they pulled off was a good trick. Again, I'll just put down here as a fun watch. Moving on to the Jersey J Cup first was Teriyaki at 13 minutes and 51 seconds. Moving on second was Manny Lowe at 15 minutes and 40 seconds. And third, maybe we'll call it a steal, at 17 minutes and 43 seconds. Your favorite be Griffin McCoy. So yeah, Teriyaki, Manny Lowe, and Griffin McCoy heading to the Jersey J Cup. How you feeling about this match, bud?
Someone turn off Griffin McCoy's watch, man. Jesus Christ. I loved the rules for this unique match. It was very kind of weird, kind of follow it all, but it made me pay attention more. And I actually kind of enjoyed this match, as I'll hit on later on. Top team pinning Griffin McCoy, but that was, I thought, a nice wrinkle right away to this new style matchup. And it kind of made sense to explain. Get this guy out of here. Hey, where's Bruno? William Bruno treatment.
No, we can't give him the Bruno yet.
One more comment like that, we will. I like the little wrinkle there because, as you said, I thought top team did. I thought both of them worked together to solidify and work to take 2 out of the 3 spots, and I was enjoying it. But then, as you said, yeah, the confusion was good. It made the kind of competitors even kind of they're learning a new match, so I didn't mind it, even though it kind of looked a little weird and sounded a little weird. For me, it was perfect and made sense. Manilo looked good again, as we've seen him lately in JCW. Drew Parker, as I was kind of mentioned earlier, seemed like a huge favorite, I think, to qualify for J Cup, especially after losing at NGI. But him losing at NGI, qualifying for the J Cup and not advancing, I think was interesting. And as I was saying, I wonder if this maybe leads to a heel turn or not down the line. LSG and Oni King are always fun to watch, and once again they were fun to watch in this one. And Ryan O'Neal and Janai Kai were, I think, some favorites to advance to the J Cup as well. But damn it, Griffin McCoy stole it away from the fans, stole it away from Janai and Ryan O'Neal. And yeah, we get to see this. I almost said it. Griffin McCoy. I got too many enemies here. Griffin McCoy moving on to the J Cup, and we'll see. That's an interesting 3 from that lineup of wrestlers there. I maybe would have picked one out of those 3. I was shocked on the other ones, but I'm glad because, as someone kind of mentioned earlier, this doesn't mean it's their last chance and only chance for a qualifying match. There could be a last time or last chance qualifying match later on.
He says, you wonder what Griffin has on Brad and Adam.
Real. The time. Check his time. Check the watch. Check what's in that watch.
Check his cell phone. I want to know what videos and photos there are out there.
Geez, I was going to make something. I'm going to move on. Definitely would like to see this match style come back. I enjoyed it. Kind of like the championship scramble match that WWE did back in the day. No, we don't. Thank you, Screwball. And I want to see this match being brought back. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool, and I thought it was unique, and it added a lot. I would have done 60 seconds. I would have kept it basketball and done 24 seconds to kind of speed it up and to kind of keep along with the theme. But overall, I enjoyed everything that this match was, and 3 strong names in the J Cup, and the J Cup is going to be kind of interesting this year. I'm wondering what the final list ends up being, because some of these names already in the J Cup and qualified as a contrast of styles. And J Cup has always been fun and one of my favorite tournaments to watch, and I'm excited as well. Hold on, let me catch up on some of these.
You don't want to see it all. Griffin needs his fake Rolex back. That's Screwball.
Get the hell out of here. No, he doesn't. Teriyaki is the kind of, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Of course you did. That was a McCoy comment.
Oh, okay. I definitely didn't want to see it then.
Yeah, Riku said, no disrespect. McCoy's very talented in the ring, but I hate his mustache so much. Hey, that's what. Hey, he gets his heat. He gets his heat.
James, what is all the Griffin heat praise in here? What kind of chat did we raise?
They see it. They see what he's doing. They see what he's doing.
Teriyaki. Lucas was not on the pin until the count of 1, so I like that. Screwball, good note there.
Yep.
There we go, Screwball. That's the one I thought I saw. I liked it because I thought the Griffin took the pinfall. There ain't no way he's gonna make someone lose, come back to win, and him doing that and being the perfect fucking heel for that was good. I like that booking too. It was great. I think they could get creative with this kind of match style. I'm a big fan of it.
That he's a great heel. Can't hate on that.
Yeah.
He pisses you off. Isn't that the point?
Asshole. Drew Parker, I thought would be in the J Cup as well for sure. Yeah, Drew probably is not going to be in the US. So damn, there's a lot of things here. All right, not enough Drew. Enough.
I'm going to switch my balls to the other side here.
Switch those balls. All right.
No, just a ball.
Ball. That. Okay, move your ball then.
Switch the ball. Yeah.
Next one was a no holds barred match, as it was Mad Dog Connelly going against Tombstone Jesus.
So this match was set for a tag match, but Weather turned it into a singles match. I'd have to say they made do with what was available. I like Mr. Tombstone Jesus, but I felt like he was off in this match, and I'm being honest about it. So, I mean, he could be sick or tired from travel. He could have gotten some bad news. Everybody has a bad day showing up for work sometimes. So I just wrote here that I'm looking forward to seeing what his next match is, because just didn't seem like himself. Mad Dog did a great job improvising at times. I am starting to like him more. Tough guy. We also had some vicious road cone offense. But most notably, after Mad Dog won this match, I want to give him credit for a fantastic promo. Again, that shows growth, and I think he's onto something there. I think he should stick with it, because no one knows how angry he is until you give him a microphone. And then I started to go, oh, yeah, he's really harnessing his anger there, and it needs to come out, and it gave him a microphone. So good job there.
Yeah, I will hit that at the end of my notes here similarly. I thought this one, for me, kind of over-delivered in my opinion. I wasn't expecting much from a Tombstone Mad Dog Connelly no-holds-barred match. I thought it would get kind of crazy and go outside the ring, but I enjoyed this match. As you were kind of saying, Mad Dog, for me, continues to shine in GCW, and I love seeing him succeed because he's not my cup of tea. Like, when I first saw him, I didn't kind of like the whole caveman and the wrestling angles, but him now, and as you said, I think I will hit later, the promo at the end really starting to showcase his character, what his like motivation and goal is in GCW, and him calling out Manders and telling him to stop hiding in Europe and come back and face me like a man here in the States in GCW. Fantastic. I'm intrigued to see where that feud goes as well. And for Tombstone Jesus, I think he held his own in this one, but Mad Dog Connelly was a little bit too much to overcome, and Mad Dog picks up the victory, and I'm excited him and Manders continuing their feud.
And bring Tombstone back. I'm just going to say, I think he had a bad night. I've seen good nights out of him. I just think that he was off that night. Could have just had a bad day. Everybody has one.
Yeah. Our next match was a 4-way match, as it was Mara Sade, Ava Everett, Jordan Blade, and Valentina Rossi.
He needs his hair back. Now we can go to the next match. I just need to say this too. I really do like Mad Dog's hair. You know what I think is I think that it looks too close to Camarado. And because Camarado also has that wild kind of hair, and I think they want to separate each other. The other thing that would be interesting was to put Mad Dog and Camarado together and just call them the Wild Men or some shit. And it would also work, you know.
Real fast, so before this match, what was the announcement? I maybe might have missed it. Was it the challenge for the match?
Yeah, it wasn't a oh gosh, what was it? It wasn't a collar match. I think it was a cage match.
Yeah, the challenge was that what the announcement was.
Yeah. And it was going to be up against Manders.
Yeah,
I believe.
I'm good because that's a good change of pace, especially for a midway point during the J Cup.
Yeah, I agree. On to this match here. Ava and Valentina are shaking their fur coats at each other because why not? It was a quick and decent setup for a main event full of tension, and that's what I felt it was here. I believe at one time this was going to be a tag team match, and then I think weather permitting got switched to a 4-way because I felt I saw Nixie XS's name in here with Valentina against another team.
Yeah, but I'm not a promo against her too.
Yeah. So I mean, it happens. And again, this is independent wrestling, and this is a snowstorm. So our winner in this one, Mara Sade, again, 5-minute and some change match. I actually like all 4 women in this match. Ava gets under people's skin. Jordan Blade, I still am waiting to see more personality from. Mara's great. Valentina Rossi has a ton of personality and really knows how to piss off people. So I could see her developing in time off also. But yeah. We'll see what happens here. All 4 were fantastic.
For me, here's now kind of knowing between this match time and going back to kind of Gabby's match time. I don't want to compare those two, but I was happy where Gabby got the time to show. I feel really bad for all 4 of these women here. I felt like they needed more time. That 5 minutes was not enough. I felt like it was just rushed, put together, and here you guys go. Let's make something out of it. I actually kind of felt bad for him. I don't think this was enough time to shine. As you said, I love all 4 of them too, and I think they could do a lot more and a lot better with given more time. So, unfortunately, that's wrestling. We don't know how the times and everything else was, but maybe next time we'll see all 4 shine and given a little bit more of a platform. For me, this was just too fast. I just felt disappointed. Like nothing on their fault. It's just off of the time that they were given. I felt like they should have been given way more time to show off even just the characters, more than just the entrances and the videos that we saw.
Yeah. Well, look at it from their perspective. They're probably sitting back there, and all of a sudden someone said, look, this one can't show up, and now this one can't show up, but we have these 2 over here that are able to go. Let's just go with the 4-way. And then they have to sit down with limited time and go, you know what, let's do this, let's do that. And I'm almost positive all 4 aren't super familiar with each other, which can also ratchet the difficulty up when you're trying to plan a match. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what happened here was, hey, guess what? You four are meeting each other and it's time to throw together a match. And one goes, well, I can do this. And another says, I can do this. And
I'll be honest, even after watching the main event, I was like, you could have thrown a couple more minutes even from that main event into that match. Because I feel like the main event not dragged on too much, but could have done with 5 minutes of kind of the same thing that we saw of Billy getting her ass whooped earlier. I think that 5 minutes could have been better suited towards those 4 women. But as we always say, that's not our company, not our toys. But I just really felt bad for 4 of them because I feel like I thought there was going to be something good there, and unfortunately, time-wise, time didn't permit that.
Yeah, time wasn't there, but the talent was.
Yeah, there you go. That is a bar there. All right, our next match is the main event and is for the Jersey Championship belt. Oh my goodness, I was reading your notes and then I totally got misplaced there. And
it's so weird because it's the Jersey Championship, but it's not the World Championship because it's only Jersey. And dude, it's one of the most oh god, I wish I could. Yes, it's the Jersey Championship, Jersey J Cup qualifying. I quit. What the fuck?
I quit that main event extravaganza from the Roundball Rock at the Mako.
Sunday. Yeah, the extravaganza. So this match was fun to watch. We had a bar fight where Mason got spritzed. Mason's answers to "Do you want to quit?" was hilarious. Billy was literally fish hooked, eventually duct taped. I'm guessing it's not about making her quit. She gets beaten with chairs. So does Mason. They both go through a door bridge built onto the hardwood floor. Billy stabs Mason in the head. And in the end, our winner and still the Jersey champion and qualifying for the Jersey J Cup, Billy Starkz. Again, you were saying it's a little longer. This is a 22-minute match. It was definitely main event territory. What else did you think about this one?
I loved like the intensity, the main event, the history, everything behind it. I just felt it was 5 minutes too long of just Mason just finding some way to torture and hurt Billy, where I think that time could have been spent better elsewhere. But this match, I think, was good. It was crazy, chaotic. Frank, if you're still in the chat here, I have to ask, were you the one that started that "Hey Yo" chant midway or near the end of that match? Because that sounded like something from you. The crowd was into it. Billy, I don't know if it's just because I've seen Billy versus Mason so many times. It just feels like it was like the same formulaic kind of style match where Mason's going to spend 95% of the match beating the shit out of Billy, getting the fans behind Billy, and then Billy comes back in the last 5 minutes to pick up the win. And it's nothing against Mason or Billy here. I just feel like it's a little familiarity with kind of having the same two have the same style matchups. And yes, the stakes were raised here in this one with all the different kind of craziness. But I enjoyed the violence of this match. I just don't think it could have needed to go that long for what we got for the ending.
So then as a Charles Mason girl, I'm jealous of Billy. That's not me saying that. That's Brooks. Figure I'd say that for the audio people.
That was funny. Yeah, Mason's like harder. Like that's where I was like, hey yo, it's like that absolutely sounded like Frank started that one.
and I misspoke. He never quit. That's true. So I misspoke. I'm super sorry there, but they are right, and I want to make sure they correct me because I'm never right. So
I hit the same button. Go ahead.
Yep, that means Charles Mason never returning to JCW. Is that what this is about, B?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. What are your thoughts on that as well? Like,
what a loss.
I agree. Like,
I don't listen. He's somebody like Mason loves to be officially pulled away so he can unofficially start stalking.
That's a good point there.
Yeah.
Maybe he finds his way back in through Foxcatcher. I think it is a big loss for him. I feel like JCW is kind of like obviously where we first saw Mason and kind of see what he grew into in GCW. I feel like he should be doing a lot more in GCW now. Especially since this whole Atticus thing kind of ended. Who knows what's going to happen there with that feud or where Mason even goes and Cruel. Like, we actually haven't even talked about that. Now that Atticus is champion and Mason's kind of out of the picture now. is Cruel done with GCW? Is Mason like? Did we just get Cruel for those couple of shows and that's it? Like,
God, I hope not. What a waste of fucking talent.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that's where I feel like Mason, even not going for the JCW title, could be valuable to JCW to help elevate Teriyaki, Manny Lowe, some of those people in that qualifying match. I think he has a lot of value there, but I feel like he was being used and represented a little bit better in JCW than GCW, if I have to give my personal opinion. So that's why I kind of always enjoyed the JCW version of Mason, and I just hope he gets a little bit more opportunity in GCW to continue what he built throughout this whole feud with Atticus and keeps that momentum going, moving down the line.
Yeah, it says Cruel's book for Dallas next month, and Berwyn.
Thank you. Thank goodness.
Yeah, that would be a complete waste. You know what I would do with you know what would have been fun, and it doesn't even have to be a championship match. At the end of the NGI 10, could have had Cruel come out, just choke, slam bear, fucking walk off. What would that have started? A whole other shitstorm.
Move Mason over to Tremont and Beardozer. Like I mean, move Beardozer away from Vandal 48. Even like, yeah, that would be crazy.
There's a lot of wonderful possibilities out there. I love when there's something to sink our teeth into story wise. Was there anything else you wanted to mention about this championship before we moved on?
Where do you think Billy goes from next? So like who's their next opponent, do you think? I was kind of hoping like they build up, like if this is the end of one, maybe someone at the end could have declared themselves or number one contenders match or something to kind of like, I wonder how they're going, like what Billy is going against Cardona next, I guess. But where, like for me, where does Cardona make sense into that? That's just the nitpicking booking in me where like that just doesn't make sense why Cardona gets just thrown into this match other than name value. So Petrie, I'll disagree here. I guess I'm souring on you here after that Griffin McCoy comment, and now this. I'm the opposite. I'm not, I guess, hyped for it, I guess.
So, how about I say this, because I think I'm right here.
My bad, Reed. I fixed it real fast. My bad. Calm down, guys.
James is saying, I think she runs the J Cup, which is possible, but I'd rather it not be.
I have a name in mind that's going to shock everybody. Who do you think should win J Cup?
I
have a name that's going to shock everybody here.
You know, shit. Alec Price.
Oh, that's a good one.
It has to be someone that kind of has the J Cup spirit, has the J Cup kind of body and attitude. And we hear Adam Priest, Griffin, Teriyaki. Okay, well, you guys think for a second. I want to say one last thing about this Billy Starkz thing. This run is a lot like some of the other runs we've seen at GCW. Billy is not going to make this championship run. Her opponents are going to define this championship run. That's, I think, what's happening here. It's not about her making the run. It's about who she fights next. I really do think that her opponents are really what's going to, dictate the quality of her championship run.
Ishmael, you son
right
of
there.
A bitch.
Is that who it is?
That's who I think I would.
Oh, he'd fucking kill it.
I think.
How is he not in?
I think he would be able to turn and win it into the J Cup further into his character and kind of do more with it than kind of what we've seen other winners in the past kind of do. No offense, like Jordan, like as the first winner, I think was really good and defended that belt. Oh my God.
Right there.
And defended that belt across the world and elevated that name. But I don't think it was like him as the tournament winner. Like he should have used that as like a tournament winner a little bit more than just turning that tournament winning into the J Cup champion. So for me, I think this is where KJ could kind of use that winning the belt a little bit more. But Ishmael, I hate to agree with you again. That would obviously be my finals if that were to ever be the case.
We hear McCoy. We also get Fancy Ryan Clancy coming in there.
That's strong.
So I kind of laughed about it a little bit, but Adam had posted that they're going to kind of keep it to a certain weight, no more than I'm like, are they going to keep it so that it's not below a certain weight also, so we don't have like smaller guys getting in here? Because okay, Adam is trying to put JCW together. This Jersey J Cup needs to fucking bang. it needs to bang. If he's going to put his foot down, one of the things he needs to do is knock out the Jersey Championship show out of the water. I hate to say it, but the return of Microman would be fantastic. I don't know about during this specific, because the J Cup is like the Super Jet. It's you want fast, you want speedy, you want flippy, you want the future, you want the best of the best on the independent scene. We'll see who that is, but I can tell you, if KJ's in there, I can already tell you, if he's not in the finals, what a waste. Unless it's Price and Oliver, and we've already seen that both Price and Oliver can work the JCW schedule. Fucking Hornswoggle. Okay, now we see where this is all going, guys.
Now we've lost them. We've lost. I love it. Point.
We lost the point. So just going back here. Going back to this J Cup for a second, here's who locked in at the Roundball Rock. Ryan Clancy, Darian Bengston, Teriyaki, Manny Lowe, Griffin McCoy, and Billy Starkz. So those 6 names now go into the J Cup mix. Anything else about the Roundball Rock before you go? I know I appreciated the NBC music.
Loved the whole presentation, the videos, the music, as you said. I loved it all. I would definitely make that a yearly thing for sure.
And get some decorations on those walls, even if it's just inexpensive JCW flags. Buy 20 of them, 25 of them, hang them on the walls and sell them. Get some people to fucking sign them. You know, I'm a flag guy. I'm up to 59 signatures back here.
That might be my team name there. That Judas Icarus might be my little sneaky name there to make some waves in the J Cup.
Here we are, Screwball coming in.
Icarus.
Screwball's gonna know. Oh my, those JCW shirts.
I want to get the hat.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I've seen the hat. I like the shirt.
It's like the Team USA hat for when they went to the Olympics.
The red, white, blue.
Yeah,
the Dream Team. Oh hell yeah. Here's another one. Adam Priest. There's a possibility he makes a run.
And I hope they build him up if he does have a run. Like build him up beforehand to showcase what he's able to do in this tournament, because I think he has a chance to steal the tournament as well. But man, I just think in some matches with him, Teriyaki, Bengston, that's going to be fun.
Ever since I changed my ball to the other side, it just hasn't been as comfortable. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, so do you want me to go on to upcoming shows to let everyone know what's going on next week? Or
real fast, let's go down some of these starred ones real fast. I know I saved some stuff at the beginning of the thing here. Screwball here, when we were talking about if our videos, if we ever to watch David Arquette versus Nick Gage. He wants to be on there. I believe he was at the show in LA at that. We were talking about earlier, Drew Parker possibly turning heel. Joining Team Vandal 48 would be interesting and a nice little twist for him.
That's deadly as shit is what that is.
Kind of going back to this heel Drew here. Black Dress Drew. He's been a heel in TNT.
I saw that one time with the pigtails, and I honestly I thought he was shooting for Wednesday Addams. I saw the pigtails and the black and I'm like, is he fucking Wednesday Addams? But no.
Frankie earlier asked when we're talking about Vandal's belt collector. That's where I was leading towards. Yep, Frankie, great call there. And
there is a time. There is a time for that. I don't know if Tremont should be here at the same time, but there is a time where that dominance, I think. What you think?
Why would not do it now, right? Like Atticus is champion, Otis started off strong. That's for me. That's why it just made sense.
I'm just keeping Tremont's championship intact because it's just been such a great run. I don't want to kill it yet. Like the people are just so happy singing, and I mean, it's our Nick Gage right now, kind of. You know, if it isn't Dr. Redacted getting pushed around, then it's Matt Tremont getting the love and people singing.
Singing. Yep.
Yeah.
And last one, James Nader put it out there that Hoodfoot did not actually leave the town. He actually stayed. So, all right, we already got some controversy going on there.
Oh man, well, bad guys never listen, do they? Oh, there we go. Yeah, he did dress up as Wednesday. Okay, maybe that's the one I saw. I didn't want to feel like an idiot because I tried to call him something he wasn't. So,
Mr. Foot.
Okay, so yeah, you think that's everything? And I'll do the little upcoming show. Okay, so great news for everybody next Tuesday. We're going to do I guess we'll call it a holiday Christmas show. It's going to be next Tuesday. same time, same everything. We are going to have some guests and we might watch some wrestling. So I will slip in one name just for fun, just because, you know, we've already confirmed and it's happening. One of the names will be Gringo Loco. We're going to come in for, he's going to come in for the holiday show. What's up?
We have to make it. He has to show us what he's built so far in his little village, though. We have to get a showcase on this year's village.
So that's actually why he's here. I have him here for two different reasons. Number one is I want him to show everybody his villages. Number two is that we were talking about matches. He wants to go over his match versus Psycho Clown.
Which one?
The one where he goes off the field goal post. Okay, the one where he lost his luggage and lost, screwed up his. Okay, so we're going to have that one. And then the one that just happened in LA with Vengador and all of those, he wants to go through that match too, because he said he just loved it. So that's where we're going to be. I won't release any more guests just yet, but right now, Gringo Loco's locked in. We've got some others that we're looking at making sure that they have time for us.
And if you were a fan of us while we were still Game Changer Weekly, last year's holiday special, we ended up having Cole, Stackhouse, Emil pop in. We had a lot of people hop in last year. So we only got a couple names for sure confirmed, but we have hopefully some more prizes planned for you down the way. But our holiday show has always been a fun kind of little chill kickback. We're just talking. We're going to have no shows to review or anything like that. It's just going to be nice.
Kicking it.
Hopefully not a 3-hour long podcast, but if we're having fun for 3 hours, we're going all night.
Yeah, man, that's really what we're looking at. So we're going to bring some people on, bullshit, watch some wrestling, have them talk about their matches and break it down a little bit, and then boom. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. Oh, here we are.
Oh, thank you, James.
Thank you so much, James. You've donated before, and we say it a ton of times and we can't say it enough, James. Thank you very, very much. Also, for whoever did donate down the road, I think me and B will probably make a sticker or just something that we can at least give to people, because we want to try to do what we can to give back. So
yes, absolutely.
Edison says I'm out the fucking door. See
all
you
right,
guys.
thank you. Fuck long live GCW. Mal, going back to this one real fast. I don't know. We have to talk with Stanley first. I have some issues to hash out with Stanley before we get Atticus on the show.
And Atticus is one of those ones that is on our very short list. And when the timing is right, we want to try to lock that in. Yeah. That's going to be good. I also want everyone to know we're literally booked out till March. I already have any weekend you see that's dead at GCW, that following Tuesday is going to have an interview. We've got two right now in January, and I believe we're going to have two in February, and I think I have already one in March. So, I mean, we're at a point right now, and you know how we do it. We try to bring decent people. So I can't really say who they are because I want to make sure I like to confirm a week beforehand just in case there's emergencies or issues. But Papa Wolf is going to take care of you. We're going to make this happen. You guys are going to have a great time. The two names in January are going to be fucking awesome. And I can't wait to tell you guys who they are.
Ishmael here. Like John said, we're talking about bringing in good people to our podcast, so they got to be good people. Oh, there it goes, already disqualified. But if we're looking for a Grinch next week, we'll make sure to send KJ the link here. Why is everyone asking for a KJ one? We haven't had a KJ one. I guess one. We've had a Fuego. We've had a Fuego interview. That was pleasant. Back when Fuego.
If I will die if you get. We have a Charles Mason interview. One. We do have one, and it was freaking fantastic. If you go to YouTube, okay, I was going to say you could probably get a link, right?
Real fast. Just the
what's that?
Just the ending of that one, real fast. I want to see if I could play it real fast.
Yeah, Charles. The ending to the Charles Mason interview was probably one of our favorite endings to date. And if he can get that dialed in real quick, yeah, that would be
real fast.
That would be fantastic. Now, was that with our Game Changer Weekly? Or was that with Game Changer World?
Game Changer Weekly. That was still
okay.
Game Changer Weekly special.
Okay, so if everybody goes to YouTube, you can look up Game Changer Weekly Charles Mason. Or if you look up Game Changer Weekly Interview, you're going to catch a ton of interviews that we had before we got locked into GCW. And honestly, I recommend if you guys get a chance, definitely go over there and check it out, because in 1 year, we threw down 26 interviews. We had Stackhouse, Emil Cole, Radrick, Alec Price, Blake Christian, Jack Cartwheel, Adam Galt, Brett Lauderdale, Dan Perch, one called Manders, Bobby Flacco, Gringo Loco, Brandon Kirk, Effie, Murdoch. Who else do we have? Sam Stackhouse, Danny DeMonto, highly recommended interview we had there. Dr. Redacted, Matt Tremont, Charles Mason, Fuego del Sol. All of those are over at Game Changer Weekly. I would say check those out. If you like our interviews here, you're going to like the interviews over there.
Real fast, I gotta showcase some of these chats here. Yeah, at least we're not getting McCoy on the show. I'm not gonna burn any bridges. I've loved McCoy. I shouted him out when they were, oh my God, what were they called again? Young, Dumb, and Broke.
Young, Dumb, and
I shouted him out when he was good, but once he started getting this damn top time and wristwatch and the cockiness, he was out the door. Just like KJ or so, they get a little money and cockiness, they get out the door. Yes, we need to make this happen. Emil versus KJ stream. Emil versus KJ in a verbal debate about garbage plates. Emil versus we got Tony Deppen on there. We got Brandon Kirk. Yeah, some people are mentioning it here. And I do have the ending of the Charles Mason up. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this was from March 25th of this year. Yeah, definitely go find our interviews. We got some green interviews out there.
This is just the ending of Charles Mason's interview. If you like this ending, you'll love the other prior 2 hours we spent with Charles Mason here.
Look at you all dapper because you were dressing up.
Oh yeah, we had to dress up for Mason.
We're gonna do the outro real quick, and then we'll tell you goodbye on the other side of things. Is that good?
Let's do it. I usually say goodbye on the other side, but this time you can say goodbye on the other side.
All righty here. What do you say, B? Let's do this.
Yes, thank you again, Charles. And thank you, fans. Great questions. And yeah, that was definitely a roller coaster, and be watching my back.
Awesome. Right, let's rock and roll, buddy. Long
live
GCW. Love y'all. Good night.
I will kill every single one of you, I promise.
So
if
his ending was a death threat.
If you want to listen to Charles Mason threaten to kill us, also about some of his old buried bodies, and how Mason came to be as sadistic as he is, and we're still trying to figure out who he was really talking about that he buried back there. But yeah, that was
his mom.
That was fun.
I think it was his mom. He said he fucking buried his mom.
Man, I was gonna say we gotta spend some time listening there. Send love to Body Slam there. Yeah, that was, go check out our old interviews on Game Changer Weekly on Body Slam. That's where we kind of started off this whole video process and grew our way here. But thank you guys so much for those of you that were involved since then and all the way till now. It has been, his mom was killed. That was the funniest thing, man.
It was his first. It was hilarious. Yeah, if you ever want to see, he was our first interview where he did most of it in character, and I swear to you, you will be in
character. That was in person. That is Charles Mason.
I was trying. If you listen to that interview, you'll start laughing your ass off. Some of the stuff he says is so fucking good. Also on the Game Changer World, this side, so far since May 27th, we've had Tony Deppen, Dr. Redacted, Too Tough Tony, Bear Bronson, Lauderdale, Janella. We've had Emil for parts 1 and 2. And then, like I said, we got Gringo coming up on the Christmas show. So I hope this list is showing. We are trying our best. Everybody who we've had on has donated their time. And we're thankful for this is a group effort.
Time that we deserve for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to do what we can. Like I said, I've got 1 or 2 names I'm waiting to confirm with me, but otherwise Gringo's here. We're going to be watching 2 matches with him. We're going to see the famous Christmas layout that he has all around his house. And then we'll see who else shows up. It's Christmas. It's holiday. It's going to be great. Yeah. All right. Anything else, my friend?
Hey, shout out Zoe for the Body Slam days. Those of you that have been with us since Game Changer Weekly. Oh my God, what was the first one called?
GCW Plant Podcast.
Jesus,
we had Game Changer Weekly. So here's what happened, guys. Brant and I started Game Changer or GCW Plant Podcast. Not really. I didn't start shit. Brant started on his own, and then he's like, I need a teammate, and he found me. And I'll still swear to this day, he had no idea what he was getting when he found me. None. Then we moved to Body Slam. We were fortunate enough to be offered the position there. He's like, I like what you guys do. Come over here. He gave us the keys to the castle. And then we moved on here with Brett over here. Yes, History of GCW 2. Also, we did a fantastic job for the time that we did. Things got way too busy, and I think we're going to restructure that somehow. Yeah, Brooks knows the Plant Podcast. Yeah. That was fantastic. That's when we just started. And here we are 3.5 years later. We're actually closer to 4 years now approaching. Completely donated our time, completely free. Everything we've ever offered has been completely free because we understand what it's all about. I don't know, man. We've tried to just been honest, and we've always kept a clear conscience about what we say and do. And we've tried everything we could to not be destructive. And I think that matters. Also, I feel that us having a clear heart for doing the right things, trying to see people succeed, I think also has been part of our success. But more or less, though, if it wasn't for listeners and fans, we wouldn't be doing this, period. I couldn't keep it up for 5 listeners, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. And those of you that stuck around since day one, man, shout out to you guys. That's awesome seeing you guys say the weekly and the Plant Podcast. Damn, it's been so long. I couldn't remember the Plant Podcast. I was like, what was the name of our first podcast?
That's your podcast too, bro.
I was like, oh my God, brain fart, man.
That's the other thing Reed said. Too many years, and some of us haven't met. If anybody's come to Vegas, please search me out. Please, LA, please find me.
Vegas,
I really do
Slam,
love talking.
Met a lot of people there, but I didn't know a lot of people back then.
Yeah.
But that's kind of when we started our podcast, was right around that weekend, actually, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And I think we're going to be working the collective and everything a lot more now too, since we're like in the kickoff show phase.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you. This really does matter. We try. Even though the beginning of the show I was rough on NGI 10, but I was rough because I had high expectations, and it's unreal to think that people should just meet your expectations, but I expected the world from number 10, and that's how it is. Yeah, I think Screwball, Frank, me, and B will all be together at the collective. It'll be the first time our entire crew will be together. Looking forward to that, and looking forward to what's happening. I know you're going to keep talking shit, and KJ's going to be seeing you in February probably at the LA show.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's probably going to give you a kiss on Valentine's Day is what he's going to do with that right hand.
What are you doing over here? Got throwing the right hand there.
Now all of a sudden I made it about violence. Sorry.
I thought I was going to get the FE special, and you threw a right hand in there. I was like, oh, it's Valentine's Day.
I can arrange an FE special.
KJ. I still want Emo versus KJ. We need Emo versus KJ.
He got quiet real quick there. I was going to get him a Valentine's Day smooch.
I'm gonna be lonely Valentine. I'll be at the UCC and I won't be at Nile that weekend unless something.
I wish I had the money
happens.
For both.
Yeah, unless something miraculous happens. That drive between those two cities is pretty rough. I missed Nile. Shout out Raleigh, Gabe, all you Phoenix crew.
Yes,
I will be actually though in Arizona. I will be kind of at the Nile though, New Year's Eve, but for something different. but yeah, definitely missed the Nile and that crew. And I'm so glad that the GCW took to the Nile since that day one, as the Nile took to GCW. Like that was just like a match made in heaven.
Are we being told to end it? Is that what's going on?
Somebody just left earlier. Somebody's like, we love and appreciate. All right, we're out of here.
You know what though? I mean, when we're going past midnight, 12:30 in the morning, you know what I mean?
I say this is still early. We're trying to fill for the next 20 minutes here.
All right. You want me to go through my spiel? We get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm seeing Suzuki being promoted to some other places here. GCW, get on that.
Interesting.
Back in the States.
All right. Well, again, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell if you want notified when we go live next time. Please leave a comment. It's free and helps our algorithm. Super chats are available if you want to donate. And again, for those who chose to donate, thank you so much. again, especially since it's the holiday season and the way times are tough for a lot of people, any little bit is wow. Thank you so much. You can find B at B_GC World. You can find me at GC World Podcast. We hope everybody continues to celebrate and enjoy their respective holiday season, whether it's Hanukkah or Christmas right now. We know some more holidays will be kicking in here soon. Any last words, B?
Kaze ni nare. Oh, wait. Sorry.
Oh, is that where you're going, huh?
I need that, yeah.
Long live Minoru Suzuki.
Wait about 40 minutes after the show, the hype button shows up, and you can also hype the show too. Yes, please hype the button or hit that hype button. I hit it too every show.
Hey, listen, guys, whatever you do, it's really helpful. Like I said, we're just a small independent trying to push small independent. So anything you do, thank you. Your time is precious. Thank you. Let's rock and roll, brother, before we keep sitting here and talking our lives away.
Let's send them out of here. Thank you guys all again, and hope you guys enjoy the holiday special next week. Long live. Oh, there we go. GCW.
Thank you so much, and have a great night.